because.
All right.
Great. Now I got to think of my power because now Lonnie got his all prepared. What is this?
I got my prepared from like first chapter, bro.
I'm just enjoying the story. I didn't realize we even have a chance to get in the story.
Let's get
Also,
this
we just being
rolling.
rude to Ty, by the way, but just say we go be in the
I
story.
mean, I do
that
plan to have a tournament, so I could
W
You're gonna
tournament
make
arc?
them fodder? Is that what you're about to do? Make them fodder for the main
yeah,
character?
because I already have the characters. I want to do certain things, but they got to go through some, random people.
Mm.
Damn.
I feel that. I feel that for sure.
Emphasis on random.
That's funny.
Welcome back to the Black Sensei Society. We are
Uncalled
back
for,
with the
Lenny.
full crew,
Uncalled for.
all 5 senseis, all 5 captains. How's everybody doing? How y'all feel?
Good.
I'm
Chilling,
good.
chilling,
Man, I
chilling.
can't complain. How are you?
Hey, man, we good. We good out here. We got some interesting topics, of course. We introducing some more segments to kind of make this conversations popping. But you know where we start? We start where we always start, the agenda hour. What agendas do we got? Kind of marinating right now? Anybody got something to start off with?
Okay, can I, Lonnie? Can I take the stage? Or,
Go ahead.
Lonnie,
Go ahead.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
we want
need
the-
you.
want the
I
big
need you to
strip?
pull your death note out. I need you to pull your death note out. All right.
Damn, already.
Oh,
my-
damn. The
oh,
death
wow.
note is crazy.
Mm-hmm. So this weekend, I decided, like, you know what? Let me just try to watch something kind of nice, some just kind of pass the time while I'm taking care of some stuff, get her to drop some new stuff on my channel. So I watch Usagi Drop. I don't know if any of y'all heard that. It's a nice little slice of life, right? About this guy Daikichi, and what happens is that he has to one of his family members dies, right? And they had a little girl. So the family was trying to figure out what to do with the little girl at the funeral. Like, they're gonna put her up for adoption, or they're gonna send her up to foster care. What's going on? But Daikichi's like, you know what? I really don't got nothing going on. I'm 31 years old. I'll take care of her. And Usagi Drop, the anime, is 12 episodes, nice little season. It's a beautiful story about a man learning how to be a parent, and a little girl, learning how to get over the trauma of losing her parents. It's a good story. So I'm like, you know what? All right, bet. Obviously this is one of those that's never gonna get a second season, right? So let me read the manga. Why not? Why not read the manga? Go ahead, open up that note for me, Lonnie. Go ahead, open up that note.
Go ahead, open up that death note for me.
Yumi Unita. Go ahead, write his name in there. Yumi Unita. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I love all y'all, right? I don't ever want any of y'all to ever read Usagi Drop. Do not read it.
Don't say why. Why not?
Yeah, let's say why.
Okay. So, might as well start from the beginning, right? And everything's Gucci, right? They're going through a little bit, learning how to go to school. There's like a boy that's introduced. Okay, maybe they'll get together in the future. There's another lady introduced. She's also a single mother. So I'm like, okay, maybe you can get a little blended
from the pages, bro. I don't know why.
And I'm like, this is gonna be like a little blended family situation. It is not that.
It's sus.
Don't that look sus? It is not. No, the anime is great. I'm gonna say that right now. The anime is great, but the series is terrible. There's a time skip in there, JayRob. Like, 10-year time skip. Kids are in high school. He's 40. And when I tell you, it takes the hardest sus angle I've ever seen in anime. No. In manga history.
Don't tell me it gets incesty.
It gets very incesty.
Lord.
And
it looks sus. Big pedo
and I couldn't even finish the story. By the point, it's like, hey, this is what we're about to do. I throw my damn tablet and my phone at the wall.
Lord have mercy on us.
Good Lord. Yami Unita, how dare you? There's not look, it didn't even make any sense at all. It made no sense for him to go that way. He just went that way because what? You're weird? You're weird? Is that what you tell me? You're just weird?
Yo, there's no bro, but isn't that kind of like, that look, before that happens, like it made no
sense.
I don't know. I don't want to say like that's the culture, but in some ways, that's I'm not even surprised by that. We've seen it before.
JayRob, there's clear like
but
love
aren't
interest.
you a fan of Goblin Slayer?
That ain't the same, bro. That is not the same. That is not the same.
What's the difference?
Oh my.
Incesty. What are we talking about? What are we talking
Sexual
about?
assault.
That is not the same. First of all, there is no sexual assault at all.
In Goblin Slayer?
No,
I
not
felt
in Goblin Slayer. You can't even put Goblin Slayer and Usagi Drop in the same sentence
Why not? Why can't
because it's even bad in Japan. It's just bad. You really want me to say it,
So
JayRob?
Goblin Slayer wasn't bad?
You want me to say it? You gonna
No,
make
I
it
don't
The
think
first
that's it.
episode.
We have an idea of what.
No, the first episode had one bad scene, but it's not like the
It's
theme
not.
of the.
Don't
not the
compare
theme of
them.
it.
They're not the same. Usagi Drop is the thing that, like, in high school when people made fun of anime people for that one really bad thing that every anime has, they use Usagi Drop as an example. I couldn't. It was so bad. It was such a bad incesty turn that people was breaking their necks trying to figure out what happened to the story. Too clear
And
love
what made
interest.
you stumble upon this thing?
I just randomly watched it on the thing on Crunchyroll. No, I finished catching up with with Fearin after we watched it on Saturday. So I was like, you know what?
Mhm.
I need something to work. Just need something to kind of play in the background. And I started watching it. It's good anime. So I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and read the manga. You know, why not? Keep supporting.
Oh, you read the manga and then
The manga
that's
is
the
where
truth.
like everything just there's a reason why this will never get a second season, JayRob. There's a reason why I'll never
I
get a
would
second
hope
season.
not.
So go ahead.
Yeah.
If you could write that in pen or in permanent marker or whatever, go ahead and write that dude's name in there. Yumi Unita. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself. Good Lord.
That's that. All the anytime it gets like the incesty pedophilic kind of vibe,
Yeah.
You
automatic
could
turn off,
say
bro.
grooming. You could say a lot of things, bro.
There's a reason why I won't watch No Game No Life. Not gonna lie. There's a reason why I won't watch that anime.
I've been taking my sweet time to get to that, and I don't think I ever will.
Yeah, they say the brother and sister are a little too close. That's what I've been hearing. So, I'm good on that. Anybody else got an agenda to push out?
Go ahead, Ty.
I don't know if I got an agenda this week, man. I don't know if I have one. Well, actually, it might have something to do with the tweet that we're gonna react to. So maybe I'll save it for we react to the tweet.
I know. I got one. I don't think Riddell's gonna like this though.
Okay.
So, well, a lot of anime podcasts, I feel like they steer away from these, and I feel like there's a lot of good, solid animes. Well, when it comes to anime, fan service is a big part. Is a big part of a lot of animes, and
He's there, bud. He's there, blood. All right.
Random. Like when we were talking last episode about Blue Samurai. No, when we were talking last week about Blue Samurai, even though like some of the fan service was wild, we also know like those fight scenes were going crazy, like stupid crazy. And a lot of these shows with fan service have actually really good storylines and plots, and probably do a lot better than some of these shows that people like. And I just feel like they don't get a lot of recognition. They don't get put in some conversations that others do. So like I just want to shout out a few. Like I'm sorry, Food Wars has like 5 seasons. Now, is it wild with the fan service? Yes, but I'm sorry, like a lot of animes don't have like in terms of popularity, it's probably like top 30 all time if you really think about it. Another one would be like High School DxD. We all know it's an entertaining story. High School of the Dead, Freezing. If you haven't seen Freezing, like it's actually a good lore, good premise, good storyline. Does stuff happen when they fight? Yes, but at the same time, diversity in powers, government secrets, diversity in terms of enemies. Rosario Vampire, I feel like got like ruined by its fan service because if you actually read the manga, like some of the best panels back when I like first started reading anime was in Rosario Vampire. Like Ty, eventually I have to send you some of these panels because like some of the artwork is actually insane. But like when you go to the anime, like they just like turned up the fan service times 1,000, so it was like more fan service than like the actual story that was going on. But still, like Rosario Vampire, like in terms of the actual story, was one of my favorites. Iken Tosen has like a few video games, has 5 seasons and a spinoff. I've never heard nobody in an anime podcast talk about Iken Tosen. I think has like over like 20, 30 volumes, 2 video games, a movie. No one talks about it. Yeah. Now is like the fan service in it over the top, yes, but like in terms of the lore, it's like people like generals from like Japanese lore, stuff like that, like things you would see like Dynasty Warriors, like they all basically got reincarnated in different schools, different factions. So it's actually like it's a pretty deep show when you actually get into the lore. Like, oh, like, and they go based off history, like, oh, this general beat this general in the past. Can they overcome it in this reincarnated life? Things like that. So people are trying to like defy fate. So a lot of these shows don't get recognition, but if you just like a decent time, you don't mind fan service. Like these are a lot of shows that people should be watching or having in the background or like at least paying attention to.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't get fan service. I'll be honest, I don't get the extra appeal of fan service.
You just not the type of guys, man.
You're just not a man of culture, man. That's
no. If
you gotta appreciate it, brother.
I appreciate if it's trying to get me horny, then I'll be doing something else.
Hey,
that means you have no self-control. Look at Todd. That means you just have no self-control.
No.
I just say like don't let fan service get in the way of an actual good story.
Okay,
that's how I feel about it.
If it's not getting you horny, what is the point of fan service?
It's a part of the Japanese culture. It's a part of anime.
Okay,
it's like one of the best new gens, but it has a lot lot of fan service. It does.
I think we get into some weird territory, but
it's just the truth. I'm just telling the
you're
truth.
Right. You're right. You know,
like I said, this is a topic a lot of people don't like discussing. But I'm saying like fan service is a part of the anime culture, and I don't feel like it should get in the way of like people actually reading a good story.
No, that's fine. Watch what you watch.
I think it's fair if people say it's just not their taste. That's fair.
Yeah.
Fan I mean, it's just a part of anime. You know, it's just how you use it. If it's just like bad, like Tamaki or from Fire Force,
name me a story that doesn't have fan service in some way.
Yeah, but like American media has fan service.
They do too. They go crazy.
I stand by the Hunger Games. There's no fan service in the Hunger Games.
I watched like the first movie. I don't really remember what happened.
Yeah, I watched the first.
I mean, not the Hunger Games. I mean, Game of Thrones.
I never watched Game of Thrones, so can't speak on it.
That's a damn shame.
Yeah.
That's only up to like season 4. Then you can.
Yeah. I don't think that Sakamoto Days has had any fan service yet.
I'll say this, Ty. The minute it gets an anime adaptation, there's definitely gonna be a lot of fans.
That one girl,
based on who?
The studio will make some.
No, they're not gonna do extra stuff random.
I'm not gonna say gonna do, but they'll definitely find a way to put it in there. Though.
Ty, the closest I would give you is one of the more recent girls that was introduced. Like she doesn't wear like.
You talking about the girl that fights the guy in the order with like the metal?
Yeah.
Well, I think her outfit is I wouldn't consider that fan service because the way it's portrayed. Like she does have shorts, but you don't really see her in poses that are like suggestive though.
No, I agree. I'm just saying it's like probably the closest you'll get, but overall, I'm
I don't think Sakamoto Days really has any fan service in that way.
I just feel like it's a part of all media, but like it just gets overhyped in anime when like it is like in a lot of other forms of media and books and stuff like that. So
I mean, there's going to be situations because
all right, it's overblown.
When fan service goes too far, like,
a good story.
Tired of it.
Hey, one thing I will say, anime, what they do. So I'll give this to you, Random. Every anime needs that beach episodes. They need that beach episode.
Which is
they need that.
Which is so weird. Some of them like look,
they need that beach.
But also it's not.
Sometimes I'm like, we don't have time to go to the beach with this story right now, bro. What are we doing here?
It's not that. I don't think the beach episodes are loved because they're fan service. I think they're loved because of like the comedic interactions that come with those episodes.
Yeah.
Like typically characters that you think may have a thing going, they're gonna interact in a socially awkward way. That'd be funny.
Oh, for sure.
To be fair, Lonnie, in the newest episode of Eminence and Shadow, it wasn't technically at the beach, but it was a beach episode. They were just at a water park.
Eminence and Shadow, the entire anime is fan service.
It really isn't, though.
It really is not. It really is not.
It's a waste of time to watch, honestly.
I feel like I think it's top 4 right now in terms of animes this season.
No, they don't like facts. Hey, Lonnie.
I'm talking in terms of polls and polls and views. It's top 4.
Lonnie, remember, they just disagree. They just disagree. It's all right. They just disagree.
It is what it is.
We have Free Ring, JJK, and then like Eminence of Shadows right there, along with like Spy Family. But that's
Some Ruin of Kingdom is up there too.
Kingdom
I
of
don't know
Ruin.
what it's about.
Kingdom of Ruin.
Kingdom of
It's in the
Ruin.
top 5, but it's all right. They
It's
just
in the top
disagree.
5.
Everybody, hey, JayRob, everybody else is just wrong. It's all right. Everybody else is just wrong.
That's possible. Sounds
That's
good to me.
possible though. Honestly, yeah.
Sounds good to me.
No problem with your boy here, man. Y'all do be wrong, and we be right.
Facts, actually. Hey, that's what we're here for. That's what
I did want to say
podcast is.
Kingdom of Ruin has like actually impressed me though. Like I didn't think it was going to be as good as it was.
Is it better than Free Run?
No.
I don't know why it's above Free Run. That's crazy.
I think Free Run's number 2, isn't it?
I feel like Kingdom of Ruin did take a lot of things from Attack on Titan, like a lot of themes, like, and they just do it a lot earlier. And I'm just like,
copy.
Yeah, I was like, that's some Aaron shit. Oh, that's some Rumble. Like that's what's like, okay.
To be fair,
I get inspired by the.
I understand why he's like, you know what?
No, I'm with him. I'm rocking with him. He's unhinged, but like one thing that they do really well is that every episode ends on a really good cliffhanger. So they.
I can't wait to binge it. I will say that. But if we got no more agendas, because I don't really have an agenda either that I got to push right now.
How dare you? How dare you? How fucking dare that guy? I'm so pissed off.
Let's start off with the topic of the day. It kind of stemmed from last episode as we were wrapping up, as the Bakugo conversation got a little interesting, and it's the question is, does Bakugo deserve hate for everything that he's done in My Hero Academia?
No.
Does he deserve hate?
Yes, he does.
No, he doesn't.
Yes,
no, he doesn't.
Clearly does.
He does not.
Well, let's let Random first explain.
First,
react to the tweet. Are we reacting to the tweet, or are we gonna do it after?
Well, that reactions are later. Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead, Random.
Okay, look. The fact that you just disavowed Ty, mind you, Ty, I don't know if you've ever been on my channel or anything like that to watch my Bakugo video. Now, I will say this about that Bakugo. It has almost 20,000 views. Almost 20,000 views on it. All right. And at that point, all I had seen was the anime. I had not watched, so I just gave my opinion on the character as I saw it at the time. But the one thing that is prevalent in the comments of that video is how many people like were willing to share how they were bullied and how that still affects them to this day. It doesn't matter if their bully saved their life. They still, this is what I'm saying. It doesn't matter if their bully saved their life. That bullying still happened. Ty,
okay,
you can't just disavow that.
Okay, but wasn't Midoriya chasing Bakugo just following his bully around? Following his bully around. Won't leave his bully alone.
I would like to reclaim my time. Go
ahead,
bro.
I'm just a watcher. I'm just watching.
Now, I've said this, Ty, and I said it to you last week. It's not entirely Bakugo's fault in terms of the problems here. After the 5th ass whooping, if I was Deku, I'm like, you know what? You got it, bro. I'm chilling. So the problem is, my main problem after rereading the manga, after rewatching the anime, after listening to you talk about him, after listening to JayRob talk about him, it's like you have this character and it's like people around him don't react the way, I get it's an anime, don't react the way that they should. Deku should fucking hate Bakugo. Should absolutely fucking hate him. Ochako should hate him as well. He literally goes against what she wants to do. Yes, what Ochako wants to do. She wants to be the hero that helps other heroes. The minute she meets Deku, Bakugo is literally being a bully to him. The training fight. What was Bakugo trying to do the whole time? Put Deku in damn near body bag. She should hate him because Bakugo is the antithesis of what Ochako is trying to be as a hero.
No, she wasn't, bro.
I'm not.
How do I put him in the 2 screen?
Yeah, but this is exactly what I'm saying. This is a big thing. Just cause.
Yeah, bro. He's saying anything right now.
No. I'm not saying anything. That thing's important.
Right now,
the fact that he was bullied for most of his life, you can't just disavow that.
We're not disavowing it, but Midoriya also very much clung to Bakugo in their childhood.
And I understand that. That's my
all these people coming out about their bully, but none of these people coming out about their bullies would tell you in high school they would seek out their bully.
And that's why I'm saying
who seeks out their bully.
Once again, that's why I'm saying, JayRob, that my biggest problem with Bakugo is not even Bakugo. It's Deku. Deku's my biggest problem with it.
So then why
I'm cracking this video? But I still and also me. there's a critical impasse. I was bullied. I have not hidden that. I was bullied. A lot of people who bullied me when I was younger, when I couldn't speak English, and I was just moving and I was just living in LA, did the exact same things Bakugo did. I'm just not. I don't care. I don't care about that. I'm just not gonna like him. I don't care what he does. And you have to understand there's some. And I get that there are people out there.
You don't believe in growth, though?
I don't care if he grows. He's still okay. I could meet my bully tomorrow. He can save my life. I still remember what he did to me.
You're blame,
That's
so
actually,
you're gonna blame somebody for the rest of their lives or for what they may have done. You have like 13, 14 years old. You don't think people can grow out of some of their? And I'm not saying like, listen, bro, I don't know what somebody did to you. I'm not going to sit here and justify anybody's actions of what they did against you, bro. But I'll say I don't say I was really bullied as a kid, but you know, I had really big lips and braces. And I will say if I didn't have sports and being a jock is what really helped me create social status, because I was definitely Yu-Gi-Oh cards and Game Boys at the lunch table. So I mean, I feel you on that regard, but I also look at some of my like them older kids that really like I'm friends with some of them people now, and I don't look at what happened when we was 12, 13, 14 years old. Now, if they would have did something OD, then yeah, but I do think people can grow, and I think Bakugo shows that growth. I don't think Bakugo's never, and I think what I respect most about Bakugo is some people are not willing to look in the mirror and say what is wrong with them as a person. Bakugo acknowledged his flaws, what made him not only a likable person, but in some ways made him a bad hero at times in terms of how he socially was, because he's obviously a talent of what he was physically and with his quirk, but he lacked a lot of the social skills and the compassion needed to be a great hero. And Bakugo has shown a level of growth that I think at some point, Random, I get you have your traumas, and I'm totally with you there. Fuck them guys, bro. I'm with you. But at the same time, we're talking about a fictional character, bro, and he's showing a level of growth.
And he reminded me of what I dealt with in the past. This isn't just a me thing, bro. You could, in order to get ready for this, because I knew Ty is going to throw some stuff in my face. There are Reddit stories out there of people like breaking up marriages because their parents brought their bullies to their wedding to try and make up. This isn't just a thing. This isn't just something that's unique to me. This is other people. This thing happens all the time. For you guys just to completely disavow that, no matter if that bully grew or not, it doesn't matter. Like some people are not gonna mess with him. And yes, he does deserve hate because of how we met him. No, he does deserve hate.
Right. Hold a second. So the question is, do they deserve hate? I think I feel like
I'm answering the question that he was asked. Does Bakugo deserve hate? And yes, he does.
I'm about to tell you why he doesn't. So I think when someone deserves something, that means that they have not made up for the action they've done. I think deserved hate would be if Bakugo never changed, right? And then a lot of y'all are saying that it has nothing to do with Bakugo. It's not his fault. So that means if it's not his fault, then he doesn't deserve it.
But he still did the things, Ty.
I didn't say he didn't. But by your own admission, you says a lot of the stuff I hate from him is not even his fault, which means he doesn't deserve it. That's just what that means. A lot of it you said is mostly your issues with people around him, how they react. And even though he changed, you still have a problem. It means it's a personal bias, which is fine. But that to me, if you're allowing a personal bias to dictate your feelings for someone, even if who they are at the current moment does not align with that bias, then by that they don't deserve the hate. They just don't. Now you're allowed to feel that way about them, but deserved, I disagree. If I feel a way about somebody and then 5 years later they are completely different, but I still feel a certain way about them, do they deserve these feelings I have to them now? No, they don't. But and here's my thing, right? You said that people like Ochako should hate Bakugo. The problem with that is that they don't hate Bakugo because one, he doesn't interact with them enough. They don't see him bullying Deku. When Ochako asks, when they're about to do the training, Ochako asks like, "Hey, what's your relationship with Bakugo?" Deku doesn't tell her. He says, "I just know." He just says, "I just know I need to be Bakugo." So she does not understand the dynamic of their relationship. She just doesn't understand that. So she shouldn't hate him for it because she doesn't know what happened. He doesn't tell
Obviously
her.
not at the start, but once she sees how he interacts, especially with everyone, Ty, you can't just disavow that.
You have to let me finish. She does not understand the bully. All she sees is a loud character. That's all she sees. To me, that doesn't not justify her hating him. Hating him? No. So them during the little training session, did you say that Bakugo tried to kill Deku?
I'd not say he was trying to kill him. Let's not sit here and pretend like he was trying to put him in a. Let's not pretend like he was trying to give him a pillow either.
No, I say, but their training is them fighting. So they were trying to fight. They're fighting each other. So
okay, then why was everybody else saying that?
Hold on.
So we're not gonna sit here and pretend like everybody else was freaking out at the force that Bakugo was using.
Stop. Let me tell you. They're in a training session. Their problem was not that he fought Deku. The problem was that the way he went about fighting Deku is that he was more focused on beating Deku than the mission. Now, if he had focused on a mission, and that was the issue. It wasn't that he beat Deku's ass. That wasn't the problem. Him beating Deku's ass actually was not relevant. It's how he went about the mission. Is that he focused more on beating Deku's ass than the mission. That was the only issue. They didn't say Deku. They didn't say Bakugo. Why would you hurt Deku? They like that. That wasn't the point. The point was he was too focused on that specific rivalry than the mission. That was the issue. Because we see All Might beat Bakugo and Deku's ass. So beating niggas' ass ain't the problem. But bro, All Might made Bakugo throw up.
Well, random real quick. I think to your point, Ty. To your point.
No, hold on. I'm sorry.
With leg weights on. With the Rock Lee's on.
He literally made he damn near broke Deku's spine. This is All Might. He punched Bakugo to make him throw up. So him beating on Deku is not the matter of fact. When he was beating on Uraraka and everyone was going at him crazy, Mr. Aizawa, their teacher, said, "Do not disrespect Bakugo. He's showing Uraraka respect, and the way that y'all are treating Bakugo is not acceptable because he's taking this seriously and he respects his opponents. So the way he's acting, a lot of times, is respected by other people. It's not just Bakugo's loud." He's doing this, so we should all hate him. That's just not the case. This character is so nuanced that there are some actions that are respected. There are some actions that they talk to him about that he needs to focus on. That's him as a character. That's why he works. We can't just say hate all his actions. Like, no, some actions he does that other characters like Aizawa, who's a respected character, praise. And then other characters recognize that.
Okay, I get that. And I understand that, but y'all are sitting here acting like people, like the hundreds and hundreds of people in those comments do not have a point. It's not the fact. Obviously, Bakugo has to grow. He has to grow because if he stays the same character, he will not have the impact that he has in the story. But y'all are sitting there telling me when I see somebody who's doing the same thing, and I don't care if he grows. Mind you, the same way that I act right now. If my bully from middle school saw me today, he pushed me out of the way of a car, I would say thank you. I would say I appreciate it, but we're not even gonna be friends. We're not even gonna be acquaintances because I remember what he did to me. Ty, this is what I'm saying. I know you can say it's my personal bias. The man attacked my culture, attacked me, attacked my family. He beat me up too. All that stuff matters. All that stuff matters. We watch Bakugo literally attack.
But Bakugo didn't.
Bakugo legitimately did that. He beat Deku up. He attacked Deku's dream. He told Deku to go kill himself. What are we acting like? All that stuff happened. All that stuff happened. Did it not happen, Ty? Ty, did that not happen?
It did, but you're not. But I don't think you understand my point. I'm not saying that you can't hate him. I'm not saying that people can hate him. The question is it deserved hate?
It absolutely is deserved. Not everybody's going to forgive that, Ty. Not everybody's going to forgive that.
The question is not, do you have the right to hate Bakugo? That's not the question. You have the right to do so. The question is it deserved? That's the we need to focus on. Is it deserved? Now, the story's saying it's not deserved. That's what the story's saying. So we know from Horikoshi's perspective, the way he's writing the story, that hating Bakugo is not deserved because of the characters he's had, the changes he's gone through, and his relationship with Deku. So Horikoshi himself, as the author, saying Bakugo hate is not deserved because of who he is. That's number one. Point number two, again, if someone does something in the past, and I think that we're conflating what Bakugo did to Deku with other people's bullying experiences when those things might not even be analogous. That's another issue. Like, right? Like, for example, if I say, well, my bully, like, let's say, got me fired from my job or something, that's a big deal, right? I can't then say because that person did something that big that him beating up Deku is equivalent, so I now hate him too. That to me is where I don't think these things are really comparable. Like the experience you just said, I don't think that's comparable to what Bakugo did to Deku. And another question for you, if you don't mind sharing, what was the duration of the bullying that you experienced? Like, what
most of my middle school time, I started playing football as a freshman in high school, and once, like JayRob, once I started playing football, I was different.
Easier. Yeah, life gets easier.
It's a lot easier. And also, the one bully
football made life easier, bro.
The one bully that I had in high school, I kicked his ass. I literally kicked his ass in woodshop class.
From the weight room.
I kicked his ass in woodshop class, and then JayRob, I fucked this girl. So who cares? I was a menace at that point.
All right, so let me ask you this question. So I guess my thing is this: you said that even if your bully saves your life, that you won't be. No, I don't think no one's asking that. That's not being friends with someone. That's not hating them. So do you think? It's a serious question. Let's say your bully he's a new person and they saved your life. Would you still hate them?
I would never trust them.
That's not what I asked you. I asked you,
if you want to talk about me personally, absolutely, because I remember what he did.
So
me personally, I
would not outweigh what he did to you. Like, it would not outweigh the hatred that you have for.
I don't think unless you guys want me to seriously like get a little emotional talking about this, I cannot describe to you exactly what he did to me. Obviously, it's not like anything crazy in terms of like anything absolutely crazy. But Ty, when I tell you attacked everything, especially at that point that I was as a person, I will never not hate that dude. I don't care who he is.
I got a better question for you. Do you think that new version, this hypothetical bully, do you think the hate for him would be deserved? Because you could say, I just want to hate him because I want to, but do you think that he would deserve your hatred?
For me, yes, because I can't just, whatever that new part is, the old part's still there. I'm just not going to forget about the old part. I don't care who he is now. I don't care who he is now at all.
Wait, hold on. So
Random and Ty, I feel like the disconnect between you guys is because Ty, I think like you're more of a forgiving person than what Random is,
and I'm not.
No, that's fine.
So you feel like there are certain acts that like once you go to a certain point you can forgive. Random's not like that.
I'm not like that at all.
I feel like it's just two different perspectives.
I know, I understand that, but I'm asking, even if you're not a forgiving person, why an act? Because here's my thing, right? An act as big as risking your life to save someone. That's a big, like, you just say, I don't care about who they are now, but who they are now theoretically saved your life, though. Why wouldn't you care about that?
Like I said, I would thank her for saving my life, but oh my gosh, because I'm trying very hard. I know very hard not to.
I know, I feel you. That's why it's a topic. What I'm saying is, you said I wouldn't care about who they were now. What I'm saying is, wouldn't you have to care if that who they were now is the reason you're still alive?
I would care as much as I need to, but I would never like them. I would always hate.
It's not about liking them. It's about you just not hating.
I would always hate them, Ty. That's
all right.
Wait, let me go.
Yeah, we are talking a little bit in circles.
Yeah, that's why I'm at that point.
Let me go, because I see both perspectives and I am in the middle. So like Random, I'll say this. In the beginning of the story, for me, I did hate Bakugo in the beginning, and like because I was also someone that got bullied and stuff like that. So I connected with like, oh, he's an asshole, but Bakugo did grow, like in the story now, like the point where he like grew and he self-reflected, which I did appreciate, like because most people like when they're like that, they don't self-reflect. He self-reflected and he tried to make amends. Now, I believe in some cases you can forgive but don't forget, and I feel like that's a big part of my hero, because even now in the latest chapters, we all know how horrible All For One is, but his brother, who had One For All, is still saying like, yo, there were redeeming qualities about him. He still clung on to me at birth. Like he's not 100% evil. And I feel like themes with Endeavor and Shigaraki, and even like all these characters that like have negative things about it, including Bakugo, they show every time again in My Hero that no one is all bad and everyone has some type of redeeming qualities about them. Even Overhaul, how awful he was doing things for like the betterment of his group, and like they reflected, like they try to make you like see his point of view. So yeah, Bakugo in the beginning, yeah, he's awful, and I think you're meant to hate him in the beginning, but I feel like you're meant to like see him grow and become a person that you appreciate. You don't have to like him, but I feel like he is a character that I
can agree with that. Mind you, that's why when I said that, was it 2-3 weeks ago when you guys did your thing, I am not, obviously it's a lot easier to talk about this with a fictional character. I am also, one thing about me, I am very big on first impressions. Very big. And it's something that I just, no whether it's watching a movie or anything like that. That's why I say it's just a fatal disconnect for me. It reminds me of one of maybe, if not the worst, like time period of my life. And I can't just, I've tried. Ty, I'm not even joking. I've tried to be like, look, bro, I just can't. And then making that video, which realistically at the time was just kind of like me venting and being a parent, and then watching these people who I'll never meet in my life. And they're talking about their personal experiences, how bad it was, and why they can't get over it either. And so I just can't sit there and say, I get that he's changing all that, but that's what some people are just going to cling to, because that's what reminds them. And people try to like, when you become a fan of something like this, you put yourself in there, or you put your own personal feelings in there. But I'm just saying, this is just a fatal disconnect. And I'm sorry, JayRob, and I'm sorry, Ty. I wish I could, but I can't.
You don't gotta apologize to me.
But that question, but that's why I'm asking: is it deserved? Again, I understand why I hate him.
No, Ty.
I want to say this real quick. And this is why I'm saying: is it deserved? You just said it's a fatal disconnect. That's just how people are going to feel. Is it deserved? Because of those facts, is it deserved?
I'm always going to say yes. I'm always going to say yes.
But you're saying that you're going to hate him regardless of anything that happens. Does characters deserve that?
I'm always going to say yes.
It doesn't matter if we follow Bakugo Shippuden and he's raising a nice family. He has a loving wife and daughter. He's taking care. He's best friends with Deku.
Bakugo Shippuden would be crazy.
No, I'm saying you would still hate him regardless. Is that fair? Is it deserved?
It's not fair. I'll say this. It's definitely not fair.
So it's not deserved.
It's definitely not fair.
So that's my point. That's my point. I'm not saying. I'm just saying that what you just said means it's not deserved. Then.
Yeah, I'm gonna
disagree.
I'm gonna add.
It's not fair, but deserved.
No. I mean, Random.
That makes sense. That makes no sense.
Random, you did kind of agree to his point. I will say this, right? So for me, Bakugo, I'm not really a big Bakugo guy. Objectively, I see his character. I think he's a good written character for My Hero Academia.
Listen, I just know when Random is stubborn about something, I don't even. There's no point. It's guns.
Hey man, hold.
Sometimes you gotta know your battles, man.
Hold 10 toes.
Well, only thing I will comment on is.
Well, hold on. Let me wrap
up. My bad.
So, my thing is, when it comes to Bakugo, I was never a big Bakugo guy. I thought for the most part, a lot of his popularity is people simping over an angry guy, which is a fact, honestly. And his character development is great and everything.
Quiet guy with no lines.
I mean,
or screen.
At least it wasn't a bully.
Or screen time.
So when it comes down to Bakugo and what everything he's done, I'm a big advocate, even regardless of his bullying. I'm a big advocate for the power of forgiveness. And I think if someone is shown the ability to grow and become better, because especially since you're young, because when you're young, your experience is very limited. Your perspective is very limited. Who you are and what you don't even know the full scope of the things that you're doing. And it's not until Bakugo learns more about the world, learns what it means to be a hero, learns about Deku's feelings, that he finally grows from beyond what he was. Even Bakugo now probably looks at Bakugo back then and say, that dude is a scumbag. So I think anytime someone grows beyond something after they get the proper nuance and understanding of who they've been, that forgiveness should be automatic, because that holding on to the hatred doesn't serve any positive or beneficial purpose. So I probably would fall into the fact that he doesn't deserve hate now, but obviously Bully Bakugo is a scumbag. And people only like him because they were simps.
And Ty, so
that's not the reason.
Stop saying that.
That's not the reason.
Stop saying that. Stop saying that. Ty, push that narrative.
Ty, so I'll share because I know what random's like referring to, like that's more sensitive to him. But I'll share like a small like bullying story. It actually doesn't have to do with someone like my age. So like in kindergarten, like I had a cousin who was a year older than me that had the same teacher I had, and they had a lot of problems with that teacher. And my cousin's mom almost got them fired. So that year when I was in her kindergarten class, she made a point to single me out. So like almost every day during that time, like I had to like while every kid was napping, I had to stand in front of her, like standing up while all the lights off and she was snoring. She would tell my mom every day, like there were times where I was just completely silent. She would tell my mom I was like the worst kid in class. I was fighting with kids. I was a year younger than everybody, skinny. So I'm not fighting nobody, but she's like telling like, "Oh, I'm awful. I don't listen. I don't do this, that." Yeah. So I was getting. She was responsible for my worst.
Remember, he said he never gonna forgive his kindergarten.
Yeah, no, she was responsible for my worst ass whoopings in my life. I remember one time I made a point to like not even say a word in class. Like I didn't say a word, and then she told my mom that I was talking nonstop and that she might need to go to the principal. All types, yeah. And then my mom, I'll never forget this day. My mom told me, "Do you want the belt?"
I'm not a good person.
Yeah, she's like, "Do you want the belt or the shoe?" I never got beat with the shoe. My mom was wearing high heels that day. One of the worst days of my life. Yeah, so it's like, but reflecting back as an older adult, I was just like, "Yo, her problem wasn't with me." No, it's funny. It's funny now. It's funny looking at it now. Well, it's like, all the
kindergarten teachers wild.
No, she was like legit tormenting me. She legit tormented me all year. Like that was the lady that didn't give me the muffin. She gave everyone a muffin but me.
Bro, stop, bro. Can we stop? Bro?
I guess the only thing.
So it's like when you say like forgive and forget, like I can reflect back and be like, yo, it really wasn't about me. It was about like she's trying to get her get back. But at the same time, I'm not gonna forget what she did. So like if she saved my life,
if she doesn't grow from that, then not yet.
She could be dead by now for all I know. But like if she like were to save my life, I'd be like, yeah, I'll thank you for the act. I can appreciate the act, but I'm not gonna forget the past. I'm not gonna forget.
I think y'all miss. No one's asking people to forget anything. No one.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like I'm with Riddell. Like I hated in the beginning, but then I saw the growth, and then no, I didn't get my get back. I was in kindergarten. What was I supposed to do?
I guess my thing is this, bro. Have any of us
any
of us ever hurt somebody before?
Me?
Have any?
Yeah, all the time. I'm evil.
Random.
Listen, bro, I never forget in high school.
Football count?
In high school,
no, that's a lie. Listen.
In high school, we played against a team that had a girl on it, and they threw her a pass, and I popped the shit out of her, bro. And I didn't have no remorse about it.
I was saying,
she's playing football. It is what it is.
Hold on a second, Randall. Have you ever heard?
Oh well,
I guess you could say.
I heard Roman Reigns speed her ass.
No, I'll say this. I hurt my bully back when I.
Somebody else. Have you ever hurt anyone else?
No, I was gonna say I hurt my bully back when I slept with this girl. That's the girl. The girl. That's who I hurt.
You hurt the girl.
I hurt the girl.
Do you think that she like? Do you deserve?
So she deserved to be a casualty to your pain?
No. Right. Hold on a second. Not only that, but do you think that?
No, I was wrong. But if she hates you for life, I'd understand.
Hate you for?
I'd understand. I'm just. This just. It's just who I am. I don't know what to tell y'all.
So you feel like anyone you've hurt deserves to hate you forever? Anyone you've hurt
depends on what I did. Depends on what I did, though. If I was like, if I cut you in line and you hate me for life, that's all you. But like, if I legitimately attacked everything that you are as a person, whether it's your family, your dreams, your passions, whatever, and then also I kicked your ass too. Yeah, if you didn't like me, I got you. If you hated me, I would understand.
Someone got nailed to the cross and he forgave the entire human race. So
he better than me.
He better than me. I ain't him.
Something I really hate, man. We be comparing Bakugo to like monsters, like One for All. I'm like, bro, he did not do stuff that, like, bro, like we.
I'm not. First of all,
I didn't say. I'm just saying.
I'm about to say, don't throw me one of those, bro.
We talking about like these mass murderers, you forget, like, bro, he didn't do nothing that goddamn bad, bro. Like, I get it. Bullying is wrong.
Bullying is wrong.
Bullying is wrong, but
the mass murderers is crazy.
No, that's but if you hate Bakugo now because of the bullying, I don't feel like that's justified.
It's something I think, right? You're allowed, and based off of random saying it's not fair.
My dog is not rocking with Bakugo by no means.
You can't say it's not fair, but also you can't say that you can't say that it's not
by any means. He's not rocking with him.
You can't say that Bakugo is not fair, but also deserved. If you say that it's not fair, if you say that Bakugo is not fair right now, you have to also say it's not deserved. That means the same thing. You can't say it's not fair, but it's still deserved. Like, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, Brandon, my final question for you, and then we can move on to the next topic. If Bakugo dies saving Deku's life. No, actually, if Bakugo dies saving everybody,
that won't be enough.
That would be
like, it's not enough.
It's not enough.
Would you be like, okay, everything's water under the bridge?
Like, bro,
why would I say that? Wow. Okay. So what? So I'm supposed to write him the Lily White obituary and forget the fact that he was out here beating up kids?
You don't gotta forget.
No,
like I said, it's forgive and not forget. Like the water's under the bridge, but I'm not gonna forget that the water's there.
Bro,
that's fine. You don't have to forget.
This is actually insane. The fact that even though this dude, he saved my life, I wouldn't be here.
Save my life, bro.
I wouldn't be here with this is what I think about, right? And this is from my perspective. If I got bullied, for that bully saved my life, it wouldn't just be them saving my life. It would also be them saving the hurt that my family would endure. Like, think about that for a second. He saved your life. You can still be with your like. That's like the fact that we're kind of well. I won't forget because you say like, it's like, bro, no, like you wouldn't like your mother, your father, your siblings, your friends, and family, your girl, like whatever. They would all be missing you. You would be like that would be the amount of pain that he would have saved the people close to you is so great. And not only you still get to live life, but that's not enough. That to me is kind of it's not.
Yeah, Ty, I appreciate that you're a good person.
But
it's not
because I just had a thought. I just had a thought.
Ty,
no, Ty, I just had a thought. If that teacher like saved me from getting hit by traffic, me personally, I'd probably thank her and then push her back into traffic. That's just me.
But you have a fiance, right?
Well, yeah.
Like, bro, think about that for a second. Like,
I don't think you would, Lonnie. I think you're
I think we're over.
Like, that's what I'm heard.
I just think we're underselling the act of saving someone's life. What that would mean.
No, I appreciate that. Like,
y'all still hate
that. I'm not a nice person. I'm not a nice person.
Okay,
I understand the sentiment, Ty.
As long as we agree it's not deserved, and this hatred.
No, I agree it's not deserved.
Okay,
I'm just saying, if that teacher saved my life, I'd be like, oh, thank you so much.
I say it every time. Deku better than me. Deku better than me.
Deku's better than most people. I'll give him that.
But I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But kind of moving on.
I don't know how else to show you how bad it was for me at that time. Mind you, should I probably like, hey, mom, I'm dealing with this? No, I didn't go to the right people to get for help. So I tried to deal with it myself, which is crazy for like a 9-10-year-old to try to figure it out. But it was just what I did. It was
But Ty, you know what would have helped random in this situation though, Ty? We talked about it last week. Like when because random said like, if the students saw Bakugo bully Deku and then they checked him and then like he got to self-reflect, then like if he got checked by somebody, I feel like that would have helped random with this whole thing. Because I feel like
Random is
hell no.
Hold on. If him risking his life didn't sway him, I don't think
you bugging out. Hell no. Ain't shit.
Bro, that's not shit.
Hell no.
Let me say, look, bro.
Ain't nothing fixing Luther, man.
Bro,
damn, don't put my whole government name out there, bro.
I think also another aspect of it not being deserved is that
my bad.
I'm gonna say one final point.
I had to put the oomph behind it, man.
I'm gonna say one final point. We can move on. Another aspect of why Bakugo is not deserved is because a lot of y'all hate for him is based off of not even what he does. Y'all base your hatred for him off of what other people have done to y'all, which is fine. But I don't think. Why should I get hate for something someone else did? That to me is another aspect why it's not deserved. If you're basing a lot of your hatred for me off of something some other person I've never even met before did,
I feel like that's what we do with anime and stories. Like we're supposed to connect.
I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm saying that's just an aspect why it's not deserved. You can do it if you want to. That's just another reason why it's not deserved. You can't hate me for something someone else did. You can, just not fair.
Fair enough.
Hey,
man.
Hey man.
Hey, that was a good segment. Good Bakugo talk. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We're going to move on to something I like to call Sensei's reactions. We're going to be reacting some hot takes and give our honest opinions regarding those takes, of course. Let's pull up the first one. Ty was adamant about this one,
I'll promise that much. I'm going to keep trying.
Oh, but for a quick plug, because Ty brought up like connecting like the anime to things in life. So on Friday, we're doing a live stream with Tokyo Ghoul. And the reason why it's my favorite anime is because a lot of characters remind me of my friends, and my best friend who's going to be on the live stream, she's going to be trying to guess which character is which. And if she gets it right, we're going to be taking shots. So
W.
Oh, good Lord.
Hey, Friday. It should be a lot of fun.
They getting loose up here, man. I like it.
God.
Hey, man.
We trying to get JayRob on. He just busy.
Yeah, I do be busy. I'm a busy guy, but I'm here today. I might pull up. But I don't know if I'm rocking with you.
We'll have it Friday and Saturday.
JayRob. So Ty said we got to react to this tweet. Seems like there's spoilers for Jujutsu Kaisen. Is it this chapter, Jujutsu Kaisen, Ty? Is this the newest one?
Yeah, but it's not. It's not.
This is because and the thing is, we only have to react to this because Ty. It probably got something to do with Sukuna, don't it? some glaze, little soup in the glaze.
Gojo
glaze.
Let's read this. Gojo losing was planned. During his battle, Gojo says he wants to bring Sukuna closer to death than Yuji once was, not kill him. Then Yuji could save Megumi with his soul CT. Gojo losing / not killing Sukuna was the plan all along. He will rise. And then
Gojo will rise? Gojo will come back?
So what they're saying is that Gojo losing was all part of the plan.
From Gojo.
Yeah, from Gojo. Gojo wanted.
He lost on purpose. Is that what they're trying to say?
Bro,
they're saying he sold. Is that what they're saying?
They're saying that
he lost on purpose,
and that
so he threw the fight.
But we know that's not true.
No, that's the point. That's why they're saying that he wanted Yuji to switch bodies with Sukuna, so he wanted to incapacitate him to the point where Yuji can switch bodies with him. And I don't know what with that. I don't know. But the reason I saw it, I was just like, Gojo getting chopped in 4 pieces and leaving Sukuna to his weaker students. If people think that's a big brain move, if Gojo actually was thinking that, then JJK would be in the toilet, bro. Because that would make like when Gojo gets
you could just low diff Kenjaku. Why not leave them students to handle it?
No. Well. Here's the thing. So one, he said
that's a pretty nice feat to me.
He said multiple times in the fight he was going to kill Sukuna. Like before they face off, he says, "I'll think about Megumi after I kill you." And then he talked to Sukuna. He said, "I'll kill you before you adapt." And also, the funny thing is when he was in the afterlife and he sees Geto and he's like shocked. Because he didn't expect to die. He wasn't planning to get cut in half. And when he literally got cut in half. He's like, huh?
He wasn't expected to get off panel by the author. That's what happened.
He was like, you kidding me?
He was confused.
He was definitely confused when he got cut in 4 pieces. So
I mean, I think they're playing onto the fact that Gojo cares about Megumi so much he's gonna sacrifice his life and hoping that Yuji would save him somehow. That's a lot of stretching, bro. Consider
that doesn't make sense because Gojo could theoretically save Megumi without dying. He doesn't have to die to do that.
Yeah, he doesn't have to die. And Ty brought it up. It's Sukuna. It's not some average villain where it's like, okay, we can take our time to get him back. Nah. This is the strongest being that in the Jujutsu Kaisen universe. They don't even know if anybody can take him after Gojo.
Debatably,
right?
I'm just kidding.
Right. And it's not like Gojo is trying to win or anything. I mean, I know he blew himself up to try to win the fight, but he wasn't trying to win.
He pulled a Vegeta. I liked it. I thought it was classy.
They both failed. Crazy.
He tried to blow himself up in an attempt to win, but he wasn't trying to win. He wanted to lose.
No,
that makes perfect sense. If you don't think about it, it makes perfect sense.
Maybe he couldn't kill Megumi.
Megumi's not that important.
He says when he's going to kill Sukuna like 3
why?
times.
Why isn't Megumi that important?
Well, he said like he already, like in the fight. Didn't he say like, oh, I'm probably just going to destroy Megumi's body? Didn't he say that?
No, he said that he was going to worry about Megumi after he killed Sukuna. Those are his words.
Yeah. So
he obviously had an idea in mind of how to kill Sukuna. He just couldn't kill Sukuna. That's all it was.
He just got one tapped. I mean, it is what it is.
One tap. Stop. All right.
That attack now. What? Yo.
Like there weren't any like that. You could say one tap if that was like the beginning of the fight.
Hey man, he in heaven right now. So,
but I did have a
Early
question.
whites.
I did have a question for everyone because I know we're gonna be doing a live stream on TikTok later for when the scans come out. But based off that last panel when Kenjaku said his will live on, I had some theories. I just want to know if any of them might stick because usually when people say like, oh, my will live on, they're usually referring to like some type of family type thing. So do you think that based off like some of the stuff with like memories getting implanted and stuff like that with Yuji and what's the older brother's name? I forget off the top of my head.
The
Chozo? Yeah.
Something like that.
Do you think like one of them might get like a random rush of memories from Kenjaku and basically like switch sides? Because we all know that Gege originally wanted Yuta to be the main character. He just did some main character shit. So I'm thinking
not Gege, it's Gigi.
Gege, Gigi, whatever. So I'm thinking like low key, it might eventually be like a Yuta versus Yuji type situation. It is a possibility.
What? What are you
No,
doing?
I see what he's saying because it's obvious Kenjaku is going to possess someone else's body. That's pretty obvious based on what the last chapter was.
He's just switching.
Lonnie is saying that person that he's gonna possess will be Yuji.
Yeah, because he said my will. He said in the last panel, of the chapter, he said my will live on. So that means like usually when someone's like, oh, I'm gonna live on, and something that's usually something like family related. And he did say about Yuji, he's like Yuji's purpose is to be a vessel. He didn't say a vessel for Sukuna. He just said a vessel.
Who else would it be? I mean, he said that.
He said Sukuna and Yuji. He said Sukuna and Yuji are gonna be like the eye of the storm for this new era. So,
because I'm thinking about all the potential relevant characters for him to possess, and that he has a connection with. Who else is there?
Yuji, the older brother, and the only other person that like, because I was really looking into it, the only other person that like in terms of like that could even be relevant would be that like hasn't been like shown lately would be Miwa, because Miwa was like the leader in the culling games for some reason. So she has like some
hair girl.
Yeah, she was like just a leader of color games, and they showed her like just like walking around with like a path of destruction, and then we got no context after that.
I just thought of a hilarious one. Not gonna lie, this would be funny. I would die if this actually happened. What if it's Nobra? What if Nobra and Megami end up the final two villains? I would die. That'd be so crazy.
That would be kind of crazy, bro. That would be kind of crazy, bro.
That would be
if that happened, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna hold you. I don't know if I can finish the story.
No, I would be so curious to see how that ends.
I love Nobara. I love her.
If he possessed Nobara,
oh my god!
Shout out to Gigi. He's cooking.
I would say Gege is really twisted if he does that. Like,
he's cooking.
Like that's actually cooking.
I think that it
would be like he wants Yuta to have his shine. So
Nobra makes the most sense to me. Just go for it, man.
We haven't seen her in what, 2 years? We haven't seen her in 2 years?
Yeah, bring her back as a villain.
We haven't seen Toto. We haven't seen Toto in a while either.
Oh,
just make him all. Just let him take over all their bodies.
I'm not saying he's gonna get possessed or anything. I feel like
why would he want Nobra's body?
Just to piss off Yuji. Just to piss him off.
I think that's more of a. I don't think they would go into a body like that to piss off Yuji. I think the only person that likes to spite Yuji is Sukuna, but he only would spite him if it is beneficial to him also. Like he wanted Meg's body for the 10 shadows because that was beneficial to him. It just so happened to spite Yuji. But I don't think he would like weaken himself to spite Yuji though.
I don't disagree with what you're saying, Ty. I'm just looking at in terms of biggest impactful body switch. Yeah, I would say would be either Yuji or Nobara.
Oh my
and then
God.
The other thing is, at this point, Lonnie made a good point. Like, who else would Kenjaku do it? If we're talking about everybody he's related to, it would be either Yuji or Chozo. Other than that, I don't know who else he would take his body.
Now, the only way I can see that working is if Yuji fights for his body back, because we know that the body and the soul are one. Like we've talked about that. We've seen that happen like with Toji. We've seen that happen with Geto in Shibuya. So they and with the whole thing with Maito about the body and the soul. So the only if he does do that, I would see Itadori fighting back for his body and then fighting from the inside somehow to get his body back. That's how I think that would work. I don't think he's gonna I don't think Yuta would kill Itadori, and that's how the story is. I don't think that would work.
But I feel like if he does take over his body, it's gonna be after Sukuna's defeated, like something like that. Like they're gonna like finish the Sukuna fight, and then all of a sudden Yuji's the final villain, and I feel like that would be awesome. Like Yuta versus Yuji, that would just be perfect for me. That would be awesome.
We know how
I don't want Yuji, right? I don't want Yuji to be the final villain. I want him to beat the final villain. I don't want him to be the one. Like
Yuta's my guy.
We all know what Yuji. He accepted. He's a cog in the machine. He's not like necessarily
the guy.
He's him.
But you know why I think he's going to his mindset will eventually change is I think when like a lot of times characters have like those defining moments, they're rewarded in the end, and that rewarding is how the author validates the mind shift, right? Mm-hmm. I think that the fact that he did not kill Mahito proves that mindset will not be his final, because like that would have been the reward of that mindset shift is killing Mahito, but he didn't get to do it. So I think that's why he will eventually find his way back to who he was at the beginning.
But I feel like Gege would like. I could see him just knowing that fact, like saying like, "Oh, like you want this to be like a good story, you want this to have a happy ending," and like not giving it to him. Like I don't know, because
I mean, more than likely, won't be having a happy ending. It'll be interesting.
It'll be interesting. I could because I agree with you, Ty, but I could also see Gege being the type of asshole to just be like, "Nah."
I'll say GG when you learn how to say deuterogenous. All right.
No happy endings. GG.
Bro, I'm gonna type that in. I'm gonna see what.
So you could always say it.
Yeah.
That's tough. All right, a couple more reactions before we move on to the next segment. We got one from the Trash Taste podcast, or some of the biggest anime YouTubers out there.
This one's a spicy one. Okay, so
can you all hear this?
Yeah,
I can hear it.
Like whether it's fascist,
oh my god,
I don't care.
It's
only I'm not a big fan of this genre.
Finally stops talking
mecha anime
politics.
I watch. Attack on Titan is a mecha anime.
Attack on Titan is a mecha anime. I've been hearing this in the grapevine.
I've heard that a few times.
I've heard it a few times.
What do we think about that?
I mean, I get it. I get it, but it's not.
It's literally not a mecha anime.
It's not. It's literally not. Right. It's literally not a mecha anime. Only because one, let's be honest, mecha anime are set in a futuristic time zone. It is far advanced into the future. I understand maybe because they go into these huge humanoid figures and control them, but they're not mechanical. They're not. They don't have wires. They're not robots. Like they are literally just extensions of the other human. They're more like fucking, excuse my language, but like stands in JoJo's more than they are mechs. And that's not even. I don't even want to compare them to stands, but they're not mechs. It's not a mecha anime. I don't even think that's a hot take. I think that's just some lazy ass shit.
Yeah, that's like saying
how much you think you actually watched the anime for?
That's
what's the mecha count for mechanical?
Yeah, it's literally That's like saying like a Susanoo is a mech. Like it's just not. It's just not one, right? Like I mean,
yeah,
it can have a theme. It can have like a mech like theme, but it's not a mech anime. Like it's not like 86 is a mech anime. Gundam is a mech anime. Gurren Lagann, those are mech animes.
Yeah, it should be pretty simple, like mecha, mechanical. Like, come on now, we don't got a big brain. Oh, I'm smarter than everybody else type thing. Like, I get it. They kind of control it like a mecha does, like in Neon Genesis Evangelion. They kind of control it, like not similar ways, but I definitely see the vibe, especially when you're connecting your body to the machinery. So I see that aspect, but these are obviously not mechanical things. So not mecha anime. But if it was, it would be the best mecha anime. So,
well, I'll say this. Mine was a video that RDC did, and I put the whole video up there because I couldn't find a good enough short that just had what he said. But what's his name? Mark. He said a Hashira from Demon Slayer could kill all 9 Titans. And I was like, no. Like immediately off, how would they even get up to the Colossal Titan? They'd burn on entry. How would they get up there? How would they fight the Colossal Titan? I know I said the Attack Titan who could see the future, but if he doesn't want to do that, it's such a mismatch that it doesn't make any sense how you think Gyu Tomioka could pull up and fight all 9 Titans and walk away as the victor.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I actually do agree with the Hashira's busting down on the Titans. Actually, 100%.
How are they gonna beat a Colossal Titan? How are they
gonna beat the Colossal Titan?
All right. Hold on.
You saw what happened to Hanj when she got close to one.
I feel you. Now,
remember that water stuff is not actually real.
Okay, it's not. But would you argue that physically the Hashira are stronger than that of a Levi? Because they're all just humans.
Yeah, you can make a case for that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So given the gear used to kill Titans, I'd already pretty much assume with the level of training that the Hashira have that they are physically more stronger than the standard. What is the last name of Levi?
Levi
Ackerman. They are strong. I would easily say all the Hashira are stronger than any Ackerman in terms of just physical strength, stamina, and things of that nature. So given ODM gear, I do think they will be better than all of the characters in the show when it comes to that. Hold on. Then you have to remember, right? We have to remember there have been feats shown where the necks of these demons are as hard as steel, and these demon slayers are busting through steel. So if you're telling me the hardening of a Titan is stronger than steel, which I don't think it is, I think the Hashira could cut through that. Now, obviously, the Colossal Titan would take some prep It would definitely not be something that'd be easy because of the steam. However, I do personally believe because of their level of endurance and things of that nature, I do think they could outlast most Titans, bro. Just because of if the Colossal Titan and all these Titans are afraid of one Levi Ackerman, you better be scared of Tengen with or Tomioka with a goddamn spear gun. And let's be honest, if we've seen Tanjiro with a makeshift katana still be able to do his breaths, then I'm pretty sure they can get off with them goddamn ODM katanas.
My problem is they're not going to have ODM.
Hold on, random. Let's be very clear on the question. The question was one Hashira versus the 9 shifters.
All 9.
One Hashira versus 9 shifters. There's no way in hell.
Gyomei, yes. If it's Gyomei, yes. If it's Gyomei, yes.
Well, the thing is, we're not giving them ODM gear. We're not giving them ODM gear.
I will entertain Gyomei.
Why would you not give them ODM? Why would you not give them ODM gear?
Why would we give
them?
Fighting?
They're saying like Hashira a Hashira by itself with its.
Hey, how about
that
this,
was the whole point of the video.
How about this? Spice it up. Give them ODM gear. What happens?
Quiet. Everybody's chips.
I still don't see how they.
All 9 are. Yo, Ty. All 9 are chips.
All 9 are destroying
at the same
planet.
time. At the same
There's
time,
no way,
bro.
One Hashira is
destroying the planet. All 9 Titans together.
Yeah, because one.
Oh, because you have the founder. Yeah,
you got the founder.
Yeah. You're right. You're right.
The attack.
I'm not even thinking about the ability of the founder.
Fastball,
take out the founder. I don't think this.
If you take out the ability to use the rumbling, if you take out the ability of the rumbling, I'm giving Gyomei a legitimate shot. Now, obviously, dog. I'm assuming he'd have to be able to, get through, But I think he's one shot in a few of them, bro. Cart Titan Peak is fried.
Nah, she got maneuverability.
She's not fast enough, though. She's not going to be fast enough.
If she tries to pop out of her Titan,
by the time she pops out of that Titan, thunderclap and flash in her ass, Hank, she's out of there.
Bye-bye. Can do that.
Did we not see Tanjiro do some makeshift version of it?
He ain't no way.
Hey, listen, he don't got. At the end of the day, Gyomei don't have to be as fast as Lightning to be faster than Peak. He's just already Speed Blitz's Peak. That's 1. 2. Let's get into Reiner. We already know if we bust down at Achilles, bust down that elbow joint, come under the armpit, ink.
But he's gonna have 7 Titans right there helping him. That's the point.
Yo,
and you act like they're just gonna wait. They're gonna be throwing hella debris at him. What are we doing?
Are we giving them thunder spears now too? Are we giving them thunder spears?
If you give him, I want you to know, if you gave Gyomei what he has plus just the gear used to fight Titans specifically, I'm taking Gyomei. The only way y'all would have to win, the Titans win, it would have to be done on an open plane where there's no height.
Ain't no way.
If it's in a city,
chunks of the city,
Riddell, if it's in a city, if it's in Marley, if it's in Eldia,
he's cooked.
Give me Gyomei.
They'll just destroy the city and throw it at him.
I give Gyomei, bro.
My big thing.
The
biggest disadvantage.
And I love Gyomei. I love him. Ain't no way.
The biggest disadvantage the Hashira will have against the Titans at the end of the day is maneuverability. There's no way they'll be capable enough to deal with 8 Titans that have intelligence at the same time. So that's going to be tough for me to say with all of them working together, because even if you want to say the Cart Titan being the weakest Cart Titan, that if they could speed,
you think Peak is beating Gyomei for real?
No,
I give you Cart Titan and maybe Jaw Titan and Attack Titan. I don't know how he
armor. We're not gonna say or pretend. Was it the Armor Titan? Not the Armor Titan. The Warhammer Titan. That's a whole problem.
Warhammer Titan will be extreme. There's no way they legit. They can't beat the Warhammer Titan.
What about the armor?
Yes, they could.
What about the armor? How?
I'm thinking about the,
I don't think
how do you get close to it?
The armor either.
Are we just
how would they get close to the Colossal with the steam?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know about that one either. Warhammer for sure they can't beat because there's no way they're breaking that diamond. Colossal, I don't know how they're going to scale the Colossal Titan.
without burning to death.
I mean, maybe if you want to say what Hanji did, they're gonna do a similar thing. I don't know. With the steam, it's gonna be very tough for them to get close. To be honest,
how do you deal with the steam and then
And
seven other Titans?
I would say that because they're gonna need to get to the back of Bertolt's
when the Colossal
neck.
Titan shifts. It's an explosion, so they're dead.
Not even just that. Not even just that. When it took like Bertolt set Armin on fire.
yeah, he basically melted now.
So he could
he did melt him. He did melt him. That's a good point.
He set Armin literally on fire.
All that breathing ain't gonna mean nothing with steam in your lungs. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Yeah, stone breathing ain't gonna help you out.
Or your lungs on fire.
True. Here's the last reaction, real quick. Okay, this guy had a very enlightening take.
What is your anime hot take?
Boruto is better than One Piece.
I'm not answering.
I'm getting a little pissed right now, bro. Sure, Boruto has some bad episodes and bad animation. Sure. But the story's actually getting better.
Some bad episodes and some bad animation.
1,000 episodes in almost 30 years, and we're not even close to the end, bro. To be honest, I honestly think the One Piece is just friendship. It's just an empty box says oh, it's friendship.
Can I say something to that?
Yeah, go for it.
Here's where people lose me on this. The One Piece is friendship, yada yada yada.
This ain't fairy tale.
What? Hey, there's no fairy tale slander here. Wow, that was it.
I mean, fairy tale is a little childish at times. That's a fact.
Bro, having friendship doesn't make you child, bro. What are y'all be talking about?
Oh, why do you get so mad when nobody agrees with you about something? Fairy tale is alright. It's not even that it's bad.
First of all, nobody's mad. Hey, JayRob, stop that. You stop that now.
My bad.
You cut it out.
My bad.
That's one. And two. So what Whitebeard said at Marineford. Whitebeard literally says when somebody finds the One Piece, the world's gonna change. Was Whitebeard just capping? Was Whitebeard just talking? So Whitebeard was just talking shit. Whitebeard was like, you know what? This One Piece could change the world, and that was a lie. Come on, bro.
Even if you don't believe Whitebeard, Oda literally said it's not going to be that. He said it multiple times. It's not going to be that. It's nah, Oda's lying.
Oda might be lying. He might be gaslighting.
Bro,
he could be gaslighting.
Don't believe that.
I
don't believe that. I don't think Oda would ever do us like that, bro. If he did, it would actually be one of the biggest disappointments ever.
There would be riots.
Yeah, I would be at Oda's house. I would be at Oda's house.
Yeah, they'd be talking about it on it's CNN. They'd be talking about how the One Piece on CNN for real.
Yeah, it'd be disgusting, and we're not going to even address the Boruto stuff because stop.
But chat, I want to apologize for the fairy tale slander. If y'all were here Saturday, Moon Peaches heard me say fairy tale, and she banged on the wall. So if I don't show up in any other episode, it's because I probably died. So I apologize for any fairy tale slander.
Hey, looking out for our man Lonnie. I do got an interesting segment for you guys here. It's blind anime ranking. So if y'all have seen this on TikTok, basically there's going to be 5 spots. I'm going to name anime. You have to choose where on the rankings from 1 through 5 you want to put it. I'm going to name the next, and then you put it in the whatever section you're going to put it in next. So it's up to you to decide how you want to rank it. It's completely blind, and once you put a anime in the location, it stays there.
Okay.
So let's get things rolling. Blind anime rankings 1 through 5. Let's rock. First anime, Black Clover.
4.
Wait, do we have to agree on it?
Yeah, you have to agree on it.
We have to agree on it. That's gonna take
5.
Yeah, I'm about to say 5.
I'll say 4. 5. We'll go 5.
I'll go 4. Let's go 4. We'll go 4. Fine. Let's go 4.
All right, 4. Naruto.
2.
3.
Yeah, 3.
3.
All right. I think 3.
Okay, it looks like you are outvoted here, Lonnie. 3 for Naruto, 4 for Black Clover. One Piece.
1.
2.
You
go 2.
Y'all praying for Full Metal or Attack on Titan right now. We're not gonna get it. Okay, go ahead, Riddell.
Okay,
Give us the rest.
Demon Slayer.
5.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
5. I told you 5. Now that should have been 2. 5.
So One Piece at 2, Naruto at 3, Black Clover 4, Demon Slayer 5. Last anime, Jujutsu Kaisen.
Actually, 1. Good.
Yeah, I'm all right with that.
Good on us.
Yeah.
Good on us. 1.
Yeah. What did I let us down, Rodell? For real. I was worried. I'm not gonna hold you.
I can push that agenda. I can go back to pushing that agenda.
5 years from now, it's not gonna look that bad.
Hey man, I didn't say.
People gonna be mad that we have
Jujutsu Kaisen better than One Piece.
People gonna be mad that we have Demon Slayer 5. Watch.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Cry about it.
So the blind anime rankings: Jujutsu Kaisen 1, One Piece 2, Naruto 3, Black Clover 4, and Demon Slayer number 5.
About it, I put Demon Slayer above Black Clover right now.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, speaking of Jujutsu Kaisen, we are going to do a ranking from 1 to 10 from the Jujutsu Kaisen characters. How good of the characters are. We're gonna have to agree as a group on the 10 characters. Do we want to start from 1 going down? I think that would be easier.
Oh, it's not our personal list?
No, it's a.
Why not make a personal list? Man?
So you can have some ideas how you would rank people.
I spent an hour on that shit.
But yeah, you got an idea. You know what I'm saying?
No, this is easy to me.
Yeah, I think it is.
I ain't gonna lie. For me,
Can we start at 10? I feel like leading up to 1 be funny, but we let's say, can we like adjust if we like realize certain things?
Yeah, I think it's fine to adjust. You know what I'm saying?
We should adjust.
Okay. Let's just say then. All right.
JJK.
Who is the 10th best? See, this is gonna be hard. Like, who do you automatically like? Okay, this is the 10th best character, JJK.
Let me look at my list.
I feel like my 10th best is controversial.
That's what I'm saying. This is gonna be harder.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, my 10th best is controversial.
Go ahead. Someone throw a name out there, and we'll start.
Was it 10th best character?
From Jujutsu Kaisen.
Panda.
Megumi.
No, Mekamaru.
Mekamaru 10th? Panda
10th best. Mekamaru.
I have Megumi at 10.
Yeah, Megumi at 10.
Megumi is your 10th best. Wait, hold on, Riddell. Clarify for me. Is this off strength or personality?
Writing. No, their character.
No, just their character.
Megumi's number 10?
For me, yeah.
No,
he's 9. He's 9. My fault. He's 9.
I'm not agreeing to that. So
I'm
not agreeing to that. So it's quiet.
I mean,
I'm not agreeing to that. Megumi is not the 10th or the 9th best character. We're talking about writing.
So wait. So we're talking about how they're written.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even go off written. I just went off favorites.
Yeah, that's where I
went.
No.
Yeah, I said top 10 best, not top 10 favorite.
I thought you said best.
I did say best.
Oh my god! All right.
So we want to put Panda or Mekamaru?
I like Mekamaru. Man.
Yeah, I can Mekamaru.
Mekamaru was a good written character. I thought he was well written. In my opinion.
Oh, my list is cooked. Okay.
I might
messed up my whole list. This messed up my whole list.
Yeah, my whole list is
cooked. Maybe Mahito or Unamaki over Mekamaru. Not gonna lie.
I have Mahito higher.
I have Mahito higher.
Mahito's higher for sure.
Okay. All right. We're gonna adjust. Obviously, I guarantee Mekamaru is not gonna end up top 10 after we start listening to names.
Oh, okay. This all Riddell said in the Telegram was top 10 JJK characters.
That's what you said. So I was just
That's
like,
can
I ask,
hey,
going off strength? And then you said no. So I'm like, this is my favorite 10.
Y'all should have clarified for me if I had.
You know what? I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I just did a quick list, and I might put Megumi or Nobara at 10 based off the list I have. Low-key,
exactly.
I don't
people think I'm wild for that
because I think JJK has like a top heavy cast. So I don't think Megumi.
I don't think Mekamaru should be on this list for sure.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That's what I just did. I'll put Nobara or Megumi at 10. One of those two.
All right, I heard a lot of Megumi. So for now, Megumi is 10. Number 9.
Then I'd probably say I would say like Nobara.
Yeah,
Nobara. That's what I would say.
Everybody saying Nobara? Not like someone
at
like
number 10.
At
number 9.
Yeah, that's fine.
Choso. I mean, I would say Choso's a better character.
The worst part about me saying Nobara is like I haven't seen her in 2 years, so I'm just like there's a little bit of like, please come back.
You know what? Choso is a good one. Nice. I think Nobara, but I wouldn't mind Choso there. What y'all think?
I'm saying Nobara.
I said we start from 1 to go to 10. This is too difficult.
That's fine. That's fine. Let's do that. Let's do that then. I got Itadori at 1.
Easily.
Itadori at 1. Because any argument that y'all having for like Gojo over Itadori just doesn't work.
Doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
No, I agree.
A lot of y'all arguments don't make sense. Y'all be like, he's not in the story more, even though Itadori has more screen time than Gojo. Like that stuff like that. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Yeah. If this was favorites, it'd be different. But no, I agree.
Yeah,
I would personally vote for Sukuna.
I have Sukuna too.
That's not bad. I got Itadori at 1 though.
I think Sukuna is Jujutsu Kaisen. I think he is the story.
I legitimately flipped a coin, and that's why I decided to go at 1.
I like it. I think he's more entertaining. I mean,
Yuji's interchangeable. It's really interchangeable.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so.
I have Sukuna too.
It is what it is.
It's not
based off this criteria.
After that hand era arc, he gonna be Sukuna.
I've been outvoted. I got
number 1.
I got Gojo at 2.
I got Sukuna at 2.
Yeah, I have Sukuna at 2.
I pick Sukuna at 2.
This guy is Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah,
Gojo's automatically number 3.
Yeah, okay. I say Gojo at 3.
Gojo 3? Okay.
4,
I mean,
and then Toji at 4. The key to the show.
So here's the thing, right? I got.
Come on, I don't think Toji gets out of the top 5. No way.
No. I got Toji and Maki, or kind of.
My 4 was Maki. That's who my 4 was.
My 4 is Yuta.
I love me some.
I think Yuta should be top 5 for sure. I don't think Toji has an argument to be above Yuta. Not gonna lie.
Because my thing was, and I even wrote it down on here, was like interchangeable.
I think Maki.
I think
Maki was 4 for me.
But I think here's the thing, right? Do we know more? Do we know more about Yuta? I mean, I guess we see it.
You got a movie. You got a movie that's
we see it more up close. But I think the thing about it is, I think the way that Toji's impact is written is done really well. Like his impact on Megumi, Geto, Gojo, Maki, Naruto is just written really well. Like he's a benchmark for Maki. He's the person that basically shifted the respect of Gojo and Geto. We see the relationship that he has with Megumi, even though it's distant, and that informs of the Zenin clan. Like we get a lot of Zenin clan lore through him. We get perspective of other characters on him. He's like a goal. He is a measuring stick for power. Like I just feel like Toji's impact is well written.
I agree. I forgot about Toji on this list for some reason. I don't know why.
Give Toji his flowers.
I would give Toji impact for sure. But that's like one huge criteria, so I ain't even mad at it. But the Yuta story, I just very much liked to see. Obviously, we saw basically all of it in the movie, and we didn't really see much afterwards. We got to see the culmination of who he became from the beginning, being this kid who was afraid of his shadow, basically, to someone probably the most reliable, other than Gojo, sorcerer in the Jujutsu Kaisen school.
Yeah.
Being who he was, being someone that Maki and the Panda and Inumaki looked up to, after initially being the person that they thought was just a weak, scrawny kid who didn't know any better. So
cursed.
Yuta coming from where he became to becoming who he is, obviously Toji doesn't have that because he just came out as a badass, and we knew who he was. So that's what I favor more from Yuta. I think it's a flip of the coin between Toji and Yuta. I'm not too upset. I think Maki probably deserves it above because she has too much story, though. I'm not gonna lie. If I'm being objective here, Maki probably.
I do feel like Maki's more of a result of Toji. I feel like Toji's still above Maki. But the thing with Yuta, like as Riddell was saying, like the evolution of his character from like that scared, anxious kid to you still like see like his anxious and his anxiety. Like Yuta actually really means anxiety, I think, in Japanese. But when you saw like the last panel, like how like he just turned into like this, he evolved into like this stone cold, just assassin killer, whatever you want to call it. And he did it for the sake of his friends and like for the sake of his loved ones, like how he grew because of that. I feel like that impact. I feel like if they don't switch right back to the Sukuna fight, we're probably gonna see more of him these next few chapters. Yeah, I feel like he, at the end of the story, I think he will have a bigger impact than Toji. But I wouldn't be mad at Toji being number 4 right now.
So we got
who we saying?
Yuta, Maki, and Toji, and that's the criteria. Y'all can put whatever order y'all want, but that's those characters I feel like are next.
To be right, I think it could go Toji, Yuta, then Maki.
If I'm being objective, I'd probably say Maki, Yuta and Toji is a flip of a coin. JayRob, what do you think?
What's my 2 options? Sorry, fellas, I'm working on something for work. Go ahead. Tell me again.
We're choosing between Maki, Yuta, and Toji.
Maki, Yuta, and Toji.
Yeah.
Well, Toji walked, so Maki could fly. So I'm just gonna go Toji, man.
Okay.
I literally put on my list. These 3 are interchangeable.
But I'm also just like I'm a big fan of Toji just because I'm a big fan of characters who in anime may not be around for long but make a lasting impact on me in terms of like their impression. I think Toji's character as a whole is just like one of the funnest for me. I mean, I wish he would be around here longer. And I'm also getting his weapon tatted on me, so that's my guy.
I do think that it would be kind of weird for me if Toji and Megumi never meet. I mean, they technically did, but like,
nah, that don't count.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It would be weird for me that they have never have a real interaction. Not gonna lie.
I think that's the point, though, right?
Yeah, that is the point.
I get it, but it's like
at what point now would they meet? That doesn't make sense for them to meet.
If basically Toji was for at least a time, everything Megumi is the opposite of, is basically everything that Megumi would never want to be. Someone that would neglect their family that's the opposite of Megumi. Maybe say I'm not going to the Zenin clan because my sister won't have a good life. Like Toji essentially is, and then becomes fully realized as Toji Zenin during Shibuya, and we know how far disconnected Megumi is from the Zenin clan. So I think I don't think they needed to, because we know we know that he was raising Megumi for a period of time, because he said, "Yeah, my dad left one day," so he knows of his father. So
that's what I'm saying. Like I just think the duality between the two can come full circle. If they get a proper, I mean, at this point, I don't even know if Megumi's going to be a character anymore. So,
I mean, but let's say Megumi. I mean, Toji's dead though, so I don't get how it would work for them to meet.
Megumi's dead too, probably. So
I'm sorry, Claymore's clear.
Right. Claymore's,
clear.
Probably
clear.
Okay, number 7. Who we got? So we got Nanami potentially, Mahito.
I had Nanami.
I love Nanami. My dog Nanami.
Pouring out for him real quick, bro. Pouring out for him, bro.
Pouring out for Nanami, man.
I might have Geto right there.
Yeah. Geto or Kenjaku, really.
Well, I think Geto has enough to be.
I always put. Okay, am I weird to always put both of them together?
Yes, they're completely different characters.
Yeah, they're different characters.
I've always thought that way for some reason. Like I can't.
Well, I think Kenjaku's the main. Like I think Kenjaku is not the main. He's like 1B in terms of villain. So like, because I feel like his overall impact is gonna be as big as Sukuna in terms of the overall story. Because he created UG, he created the Culling Games, he sealed Gojo.
Yeah, he's the cause of everything that's right now.
He has a plan. He has a plan for Sukuna. We really don't know what it is yet, but I feel like Sukuna and Kenjaku both have plans for each other. So, and they made a binding vow for a reason. So,
not gonna lie, seeing Kenjaku do a whole comedy act. Shout out.
Whole Yuta did low diff him, and this is y'all villains. These are y'all villains that y'all tell me about.
Hey, Yuta's just like that. He's that guy.
These are y'all villains y'all be gassing me about.
No, hold up, JayRob. It took a dude who could manipulate reality to distract him. So
these the villains y'all be telling me about, man. That's all I gotta say. Is this what I'm supposed to be impressed by?
Are you saying that wouldn't happen to Aizen?
Don't you think Jujutsu Kaisen's over One Piece?
Could never go out like that. Aizen would never go out like that. Interesting.
What are we saying? Number 7. Are we saying Geto?
I like
Nanami?
Geto.
I think Kenjaku then Geto.
I got Geto.
Give me my boy GETO. GETO
Geto. Lonnie has his Kenjaku. Right, random. Who you got?
Fine. I'll put Geto there.
Geto goes. I can see it. I mean, we only see Geto in the backstory and in the movie, but shout out Geto. He does have some interesting character, especially how he compares to Gojo.
Yeah, his dynamic with Gojo is fire.
Top 5 anime racist.
Top 5 anime races.
It's like
Bro,
Goblin Slayer. It's Goblin Slayer, Frieza.
Number 8. Do we say Kenjaku? Or do we say Nanami?
I was thinking either Kenjaku, Mahito, or Nanami. I guess would be that next.
I think it would be criminal to leave Mahito off this list.
Yeah, I think so too.
No, Mahito definitely makes this list. I feel like it's all 3 of them are like the next.
I'm just gonna cheat at 10. That's what I'm gonna cheat at 10.
I'm gonna say Kenjaku is here personally. I think considering how much he
this is his master plan.
This story, I think he deserves to be here. Then Nanami, and
Nanami's
then
more of a
Mahito.
feel good thing. Like, yeah, he has impact with Yuji, but he doesn't impact the whole entire story. And like, he doesn't have Kenjaku has his hands in like every pot. Like, he has his hands in like in everything.
Yeah, but I do think that like a lot of those personal stories are really good though. Like,
no, I agree.
Like what I don't know. Mahito affected a lot of stuff. Like Junpei, Itadori. Spoilers for everybody. Mahito. Nobara, Nanami. Like he was like a big part of Shibuya, and why they still Gojo was because of Mahito, the transfigured humans.
Mahito is a true
but
menace.
Who manipulated Mahito?
Yeah, let's say Kenjaku then eventually
sure, but he couldn't have done it without him.
That's facts. I would say Mahito is under Kenjaku personally, but
yeah, I would put Kenjaku.
They're both top 10.
Yeah, that's fine. I go with Kenjaku now.
Mm-hmm. Kenjaku,
Mahito, and then Nanami.
So is that our list?
Yeah, I'm mad that Hikari's off the list because I just love him, but he doesn't.
Hikari, oh my dog, Hikari.
I think JJK has like a top-heavy top 10. Like
wait. How does it? Wait. Let me look at the list. Let me look at the list one more time.
It's hard to take anyone off.
List. That's a tough list.
Nah, gang, fellas. Oh,
and also Toto.
I'm gonna just be real with you. If Yuji, Yuta, and Maki are going to be on this list, I need y'all to take Nanami out at 10, and I need y'all to insert Hikari. I'm gonna just keep it a bean. If Yuji, Yuta, and Maki are going to be on this list, y'all cannot leave Hikari out. Nanami, it was been real. We have a lot of love in our heart for you. You are here because the love in our heart we have for you is unbound. But there's somebody out there in this world, this demonistic JJK world, that all he knows is when I'm down, put it all on black and let's get it back. Hikari living real life on the edge. Y'all gotta have more respect for my dog. Hikari cannot.
I fuck with it.
Hikari definitely gotta be 10. If we don't have again Yuji, Yuta, Maki, no Hikari, stop it, y'all. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves.
He's right. I just don't like it.
Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves.
Well, y'all changing your vote for Hikari?
He's right. I just don't like it.
Was Nanami more influential to Yuji than Toto was?
Wait, say it again.
Toto, Mr. Clapman.
Say the whole thing. I didn't hear it.
Was Nanami more influential overall to Yuji than Toto? Because when we really think about it, like who taught Yuji Black Flash? Who kept Yuji up during the Mahito fight?
A big part of Itadori's early development with Kurt's Angel also was he learned all those, like his first major mission was with Nanami, and he learned a lot about that.
Yeah, I agree. Like I actually feel like it's close though between him and Toto.
I think it's close.
Will we see Toto come back, by the way?
I don't know.
Probably.
There are rumors that he's supposed to be coming back soon. Get
that man a cursed tool, man, so we can use some, so we can get back. Like, bro, don't got no boogie woogie no more. So what we doing? We got no.
Yeah, he needs to upgrade a little bit to hang with.
Yeah, bro. If we don't got no boogie woogie, what he good for right now?
Bro,
that's my dog. That's my dog.
Boogie woogie.
Hey,
it's real out here, bro.
JJK
not a world you could be walking around lacking in, bro. You cannot lack in that world.
JayRob, he pulls up to Sukuna, and the first question is like, "What kind of girl you like, bro? What kind of girl you like?" You're gonna say that to Sukuna straight up before they start boxing, and watch Sukuna say something wrong.
Y'all. So, y'all mind JJK like leak information?
I don't. Come on, put me on game.
Nah. Is something crazy happening?
Well, so we know that JJK leaker, I do my lives with, and so they release information. It's not 100% official, but they said there's some key points of the chapters that he said take and they said take it with a grain of salt because the official chapter's not come out yet, or at least for the leaks. They said there's gonna be a change.
Before you read that out, I'm gonna real quick name our list and then we'll do that. Top 10 Jujutsu Kaisen characters from the Black Sensei Society. Number 10. I'm just gonna put a tie. Nanami and Hikari. I'm gonna
no. Just take his name off, bro.
For the honorable mention. For
honorable mention. Give him a give him.
Hey, I'm not changing my vote for Hikari. I don't think Hikari did got enough clout to be above Nanami.
Well, yes,
he does have enough clout. Change your vote,
bro. Did he not? He beat the strongest sorcerer from back in the day, regardless of if it was a clean win or not.
Who did he beat? Hikari. I forget who he beat. Not gonna lie.
The lightning guy.
Kashimo.
Oh, he did beat the lightning guy.
Now, obviously, Kashimo wasn't using his curse technique, but doesn't matter. That was the strongest.
Hey, man, you was caught lacking. What do you want me to do?
With that said, here is our top 10 Jujutsu Kaisen characters, the best characters in Jujutsu Kaisen so far by the Black Sensei Society. Number 10, Hikari. Number 9, Mahito. Number 8, Kenjaku. Number 7, Geto. Number 6, Maki. Number 5, Yuta. Number 4, Toji. 3, Gojo. 2, Sukuna. 1, Yuji.
I know it's expected, but the fact that Nobara and Megumi, we don't even think about it, it's crazy. Especially thinking about how the story started. When
they got capped. It is what it is.
Oh, but Andrew reminded me of a plot hole in the story. So like when Jogo and Sukuna were fighting, and then Sukuna stopped everybody, said like, "Yo, if any humans move, I'll kill everybody." There was like a little meme video of Panda hearing that, and then he took off. Yeah, because technically Panda's not a human. That didn't apply to him.
Panda, hey, W awareness by Panda, bro.
I need to send y'all the video, but Panda just took off as soon as he heard that. He was like,
hey,
hey, it ain't about me. Hold on, can you put up that list one more time, Riddell?
No, I deleted it. No.
Oh my god, bro.
Hey man,
let's go. There's this person has a leak from there's a leaker. And now I don't know if this is true, but they're saying that there's a change in POV to Yuji versus Sukuna. Yuji gains an ability in the fight. The last page is very exciting. That's what the leaks are saying. That's actually, I hope we
What's
see
the last
that.
Page again? Sorry.
They said there's gonna be a change of POV to Yuji versus Sukuna. Yuji gains a new ability in the fight, and then the last page is quote unquote very exciting. Y'all, if that's true,
maybe Yuji's using.
I don't know what's happening.
Well, he said he was been learning a technique to
maybe Yuji started using Sukuna's technique.
Curses. So, hey man, Yuji, if Yuji, I'll give so much credit to Yuji if he's the one who ends up beating Sukuna. I doubt it, but we'll see.
Wait, hold on a second.
If he can use this mantle and cleave, bro.
If he's not gonna do it, then who will?
My boy Yuta.
That is tough.
Okay, all right.
So you want to see? So the MC is not gonna get the win.
The MC is going to win.
Yuta, the real MC will.
Y'all see, y'all be this. I think that was gone.
Y'all be losing me.
Yo, Yuta was gone for 150 chapters.
They be losing me. Ty, I hear them.
He was missing for 200 chapters. He's the MC.
They pick and choose. He
was in Africa getting cultured. You know,
people will say
he was with our people.
People picking and choosing at his finest.
Handling business.
People say that
eating jerk chicken. You know, Joe Rice.
Even though Yuji had the most fights in the culling games, he will say he's not the MC because he's missing for 25 challenges in culling games. Yuji can miss 150, Gojo can miss 200, but they're the MCs magically.
Yeah.
Ichidori misses 20 challenges. He's not the MC.
Bro, we not playing on level.
He just don't got the sauce, bro. He just don't got the sauce.
Next episode of Black Sensei Society, we're gonna do a segment. One of our main topics will be about anime where they chose the MC incorrectly. That's the last one we talk about. That's what they.
If you think that is JJK, then you've lost to me because thematically he has to be the MC. Like the story of what JJK is trying to tell does not fit Yuta. It just doesn't. Sorry.
All right.
Real quick, Riddell, I wanted to read Angie's thing. This is AI's top 10 list of strongest One Piece characters on current arcs. So 1 Kaido, Big Mom, Dragon, Whitebeard, Akinu, Shanks, Roger, Odin, Rayleigh, and Blackbeard. What do y'all think?
Didn't they do one? Did she also have one earlier for JJK according to AI?
According to AI.
Oh, this is the AI list?
Yeah. So
AI
her AI was Yuji, Gojo, Megami, Nabaro, Sukuna, Maki, Toji, Panda, Nanami, Toto.
Based off character?
I feel like she put Panda at 8. But
I'm not gonna hold you, Angie. Your list kind of suspect. I'm just gonna say.
If we're talking about strength for One Piece, that's I'm not feeling
not
it.
the strongest. I was about to say he ain't over Whitebeard. That's crazy.
If we're talking peak, Roger and Whitebeard are number 1 and 2. So probably, and honestly, if we're being honest, if we're talking about peaks and based off lore, Joy Boy is probably number 1. And then Rocks is probably
I'm about to say Rocks would probably be number 2. Yeah, she said that's AI's list, not hers. Yeah.
AI,
Rocks would be at least top 3.
Get your stuff together. All right, we're gonna go into the next one, and then we're gonna do our final segment, and then we'll wrap it up for today. I do have a gauntlet, but Random, you said you had something in mind. Did you figure that out?
Technically, yeah, it's fine. I can do it. So, for the gauntlet, I wanted to do something a little special. This base was based off a question I saw in the short. And I guess we can answer that question too, real quick. Would you rather be a Saiyan, a Kryptonian, or a Viltrumite?
Which would I rather be?
Yeah, and you're not like a top guy. You're just an average.
Then?
Yeah, would you rather be a Saiyan, a Kryptonian, or a Viltrumite?
Well, from what I know, I don't read a lot of Superman comics. From what I know of Kryptonians, I'd rather be a Kryptonian. Because if I'm an average Viltrumite, I'm gonna get killed. They're gonna kill me.
Yeah, I don't know much about Viltrumites either. And then Saiyans definitely is very much contingent on you growing up a certain way to utilize your powers correctly to be an actual good Saiyan and not fodder. So Kryptonian, because regardless of what, if I'm a Kryptonian on Earth, I'm cool.
Yeah. Wait, hold on a second. Are they saying? I was thinking of it from the standpoint of I'm an average Saiyan or whatever, like on the planet I'm living with them. That's what I was thinking. Like if I'm just a Viltrumite like right now, then I'll be like, okay, but because I was thinking from the story perspective, like, if you're a Viltrumite, they kill off the weak ones. You know what I'm saying? Like they probably
had a whole culling. So
is it just
it's a good thing y'all didn't watch the last Invincible episode. They jumped shit out of
Alex. I watched it. But you're saying that which one? What you're asking? Like if I was just got those powers like right now, which one would I rather be?
Yeah.
Just the powers, not the race.
I thought you said like if you're just an average. If you're just an average,
I think if you're average one, I think at least in 2 of those cases, you're dead. Because I think you're saying you're dead. Viltrumite, you're dead.
That's why I said
Kryptonian is like, you're dead when your planet blows up.
If it had nothing to do with like the other members of the race, then I'll probably still pick Kryptonian. But
yeah, I'd probably pick Kryptonian.
Also, I don't want. Hold on a second. How long do Kryptonians live? Because Viltrumite's got beat that. I'm like all my family.
Technically, if you want to go off what Superman does, as long as Superman has the sun, he'll never die.
I would rather be a Saiyan. Have Saiyan power because I don't want to live because Saiyans also age slower, but they don't age thousands of years slower.
They age slower with fighting and stuff like that. Hey, Ty, just destroy the sun.
Kill everybody. Got you. I'd rather be a Saiyan.
Hey man,
because I'll probably live to like 150 and then I'll die. I don't want to live thousands of years and then I miss my family. So
no, I do. So
I feel like you have to grow up a very certain way to actually use your Saiyan abilities correctly.
That's not true.
To be like who we want to be, like Super Saiyans and stuff. I think so.
I mean, but just having
Trunks and Goten was kind of chilling most of their young life.
They're half
anyway. Well, they're different, but I think I'm just thinking about just normal Saiyan powers, being able to fly, super speed, and being strong. Like,
will we get the like innate, what is it called? It's like embedded mindset to destroy the planet and enslave everybody.
Well, I'm under the assumption that we're just talking about the powers, not
then
just the power. Now, I would just want to be a Saiyan because I don't want to live as long as the other two.
Okay, take out all the culture, all the like everything else. Sand is probably the easiest one to deal with, and you can learn stuff. So I might be.
I'd still probably go Kryptonian, and then I'm sorry, even though it's Viltrumite-like, I'd probably live for a while. Moon Peaches would have to die eventually, so that would be unfortunate. But then I would, after she passes, I am pulling a Viltrumite move, and I'm making a bunch of kids and taking over the planet.
To be honest with you, I was chilling. I said Viltrumite.
Lonnie, you don't got laser eyes.
You know what, Lonnie? This is why.
Yeah, but also don't have I don't have a clear, obvious weakness that like if somebody just pulls up with a green rock, I'm fucked.
Well, also, if I'm a Saiyan, I gotta cut off my tail because I'm not dealing with the full moon every single time. I gotta cut off the tail.
And I think it took so long for them to figure out what the Viltrumite weakness is in Invincible because I've read the comic that I'm like most of the time I'm pretty sure I'm good, and I'm all right living thousands of years. I'm all right with it.
I would say this is why God didn't give us powers because of people like Lonnie talking about taking over the world. That's why God said, you know what, humans are not gonna have powers because of people like Lonnie exist.
Straight.
But Angie, you are right. They definitely nerfed Battle Beast. Battle Beast, the most dangerous person in that series. They nerfed the hell out of him.
Not gonna lie,
bro.
Random. I will say this. Even though it was a good question, I wouldn't call that the Gauntlet necessarily.
No. I wasn't.
So we could still do the Gauntlet for this, and that was a good, interesting topic. So the Gauntlet here is rival relationships. So who do you think is rival relationships in terms of their writing? And Bakugo and Deku is going to be the one we're comparing everybody to. So rival relationship, Bakugo and Deku edition.
Hey, Random, fix your face, Random. Fix your face.
He's already upset. I'm already hating.
That relationship is weird. It's what, Random, we talking about the writing, right?
Yeah. We're not talking about anything else. I'm just hating, bro. I'm hating.
About writing.
Well, he's gonna hate this first one even more than Bakugo. First one is Yuno and Asta.
Man, get the fuck out of here. Bakugo and bro, they clear.
No, they don't. That's just
all right.
They
clear.
There's no way you say they're rival players.
You care more about Yuno than the author does. Okay. You care more about Yuno.
I'm talking about their rivalry.
You care more about Yuno.
You think their rivalry? Okay. In all seriousness, you think their rivalry is as well written as Bakugo and Deku's?
Yes. What the rivalry means for Black Clover for sure. Yeah.
No, it's not what I asked you.
That's
not what I asked you. I didn't say what it means for the story. I said, is it as well written? Meaning a lot for a story does not mean you're well written. That's not what that means. So is it as well written as Bakugo?
The impact of their rivalry on the story is
no.
Having high impact on something doesn't mean it's well written, bro. That's not
It's a part of writing. What,
bro?
Even you said, Riddell, though, that the Yuno aspect is lacking in terms of writing. Even you said that. So how is?
I never said that. I said
I wish JayRob was
there. I give you an example, right? Megami and his dynamic with Samiki, that has high impact on the story. Their dynamic, his sister.
Oh, her.
Yes, it has high impact on the story. Sukuna knew
not as much.
Yeah. Listen to what I'm saying. It has high impact on the story because they go into the Culling Games because of it, and because of their relationship and her getting reincarnated by another sorcerer is when Sukuna took the opportunity to take his body and kill Gojo with it. That has high impact. Definitely, that's a high impact. But I wouldn't say their dynamic is super well written because it's not a dynamic relationship. That's why I don't
think it's that impactful in terms of the totality of what JJK is, and then. Obviously, she doesn't provide anything.
Yeah, but that's the point.
But you saying that the presence is lacking. The presence isn't lacking with Deku and Bakugo.
But the point I'm making is I don't.
I'm just saying is lacks screen time. It doesn't mean what they provide in the story versus in comparison to each other and what Black Clover is still important.
I'm not arguing that their impact is equal to Asta and Yuno. What I'm arguing is that I'm just showing an example of a relationship having high impact and not being. That doesn't make it well written. That's the point. That's the only point I'm making. The point I'm making is
in general, yeah, I would agree.
So only thing that you have for them is that they have high impact. You have what other thing could you possibly have to compare the relationship to Bakugo and Deku's?
I'm not trying to make this a whole topic. Not gonna lie, but for my thing is I've said it before in terms of what he provides, and obviously Asta provides the antithesis of that. how Asta inspires Yuno throughout the story.
Can I show y'all something real quick? Let me show y'all something. Hold on a second.
All right, let's see. And obviously what Yuno provides in terms of what he represents for the story, how inspiring each other and becoming better and in route to becoming the Wizard King.
Yo, this is every time they interact. This is Asta. This is Asta every time. He's just yo. This is Asta. I'm Asta. This is Yuno. He just carrying this boy up and down.
This is not true. This is just hate. We just hate,
bro.
These guys are Yuno haters. I swear.
I'm not a Yuno hater.
Nah, you better clip that. You better clip that.
Asta carries that relationship, bro. I'm sorry.
Yes. Once again, my statement before we started talking, you care more about Yuno than the author does. Bro. You care more about Yuno than the author does.
There's no way you can see who Asta is and who Yuno is and say that Asta is just backpacking a relationship.
Yes,
Asta wouldn't even agree to that. Asta wouldn't even agree to that.
Wait, no.
He plays off of Asta. Asta does not play off of Yuno. Yuno plays off of Asta.
No. You know what I'm saying? Right, this is what Rydell is saying. What Rydell is saying.
Oh my God, that is not true.
You see, I caught you, Rydell. You just said Asta wouldn't say that. Obviously, they equally motivate each other. What we're saying is we see how Asta receives that motivation more often than with Yuno. So
I agree to that.
So when you say Asta wouldn't say that, because yes, Asta views Yuno as a heavy motivation in his life. Sure. What I'm saying is that we don't really get to see a deep dive into what that motivation does for just his everyday interactions, his missions, etc., the way that we don't get to see that with Yuno. We get to see the result of, Asta, we see the work he does, he promoted, and he was like, oh yeah, by the way, Yuno got promoted too. Oh, sure, for sure, that's what's up. We go back to we stick with Asta. That's what that looks like. A lot of the time it does. So the point, and so that backpack I'm showing you is him carrying. We get those little nuggets. Oh yeah, also elevated like you guys too. Okay, cool. Now Asta, go back to what you was doing. That's a lot of their dynamic.
If you're talking pure screen time, then I'm willing to give you, because I've argued before. I've already said this before that yes, Asta dwarfs Yuno in terms of screen time, but in terms of what their dynamic is, what their dynamic means for them, each other, and what their dynamic means for the story, no, I wouldn't.
To move on, Rydell, like my last thing for this topic is I think another big difference between the two is that Yuno's personality compared to Yuno's personality like limits the amount of different interactions he can have with Asta compared to Deku and Bakugo's diverse personalities. If that makes sense. Like they have different types of interactions than Yuno and Asta. Like I feel like a lot of Yuno and Asta's interactions are more like, oh, we're trying to motivate each other, but Bakugo and Deku, they have like there are times where they're in strife with each other, or they're also motivating each other, or they're against each other. Like they have different dimensions of their relationship compared to Asta and Yuno.
That's a fact. That is a fact.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give you that, because Yuno and Asta never hated each other, so they don't have that.
Yeah. So that's why I say, like, just in terms of different dimensions, I feel like Deku and Bakugo.
The thing about it, even when they don't hate each other,
it's more diverse.
We still get diverse interactions, even when they don't hate each other. So that's it, man.
Yeah, it's more. It's some type of hate for the most part. Not gonna lie.
They don't hate each other anymore.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
And so what I'm saying is, when they don't hate each other, you know what? We can move on.
Next rivalry.
Either hate each other, don't hate each other. You know what I'm saying? We'll see if Tabata cannot fold. What's it? Next month? Next month. We'll see.
Jesus. It's been like 6 months, hasn't it?
Yeah, he said the chapter coming out next month. Bakugo and Deku and Zoro and Sanji.
Bakugo and Deku.
Bakugo and Deku, yeah.
Yeah, I would agree.
I agree. I said I agree.
No. It wasn't. I was just thinking about Rydell. This is fine.
What?
Nothing. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Y'all hate Yuno.
I don't hate Yuno. I like Yuno.
We like him.
You know what this is, Random and Riddell? This is the Steve Smith argument from earlier today. Like, I like Steve Smith, but I'm not gonna say that he's better than what he is.
You don't like Steve. You don't like Yuno. Stop. I'm not trying to hear any Yuno positivity from any one of you,
bro.
Yo, Movie just wants to get.
We've all asked for more Yuno. Every single one of us has asked for more
you hate
Yuno
too. I'm not trying to hear it.
Every single one of us has asked for more. You don't
like
we haven't
gotten
it.
You gotta
call it what it
you don't gotta lie to
is.
me, bro. I am.
I have a question for you. How does it feel for Liebe to come into the show and have a better dynamic with Asta than He does.
What dynamic? What? The only dynamic is
brothers. They're basically brothers.
It's not. They are. They both have the same mom. I know it's the one that's not literally the mom, but that's like if you have a step sibling.
What do you mean by dynamic? What do you mean better dynamic?
Bro, stop playing with me right now. Stop.
No, I don't understand what you mean.
What do you mean what I mean? Nigga, they're brothers. And how they explained it was well done.
Yes, it was.
So it gave us a lore of his mother, the underworld, how
he's just a better brother. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, I just think that the way the relationship is written, I think is more compelling. Easily. No. How Asta saved Asta, you know the funny thing about it is Asta also saved him from that darkness, but we actually get to see him actively do it more often. That's the thing about it. We get Lore and his mother through their dynamic. We get Asta learning getting a power up through their dynamic. We get the Lord of the Devils through their dynamic. Like, bro, it's easily. I think the setup of their relationship, the foreshadowing of it, is a lot better. It literally gives Asta like him having anti-magic. All of that writing is in their dynamic. It is better than Asta and Yuno.
There's just so much gas there. Not gonna lie, there's just so much gas there. All the dynamic is like 2 chapters of backstory.
It's and you know, if I oversimplify it, I would agree, but I'm not gonna oversimplify it. The dynamic starts at least when you. I think that's the good part of that. The way that Tabata wrote is that you look back at every instance of Asta's devil, like him using his devil powers, that plays it to their relationship because of what Liebe is trying to do, and also it plays it to the next arc of the Spade Kingdom. Like they have a whole do you not remember that sequence of Asta literally bringing Liebe out of darkness when they're fighting in the final battle? You don't remember that? That wasn't fire. That was a better.
Nah, he don't want it.
Dante fight. Which fight are you referring to?
The final fight, when they're fighting Luciferio.
Oh, when the true devil union gets activated?
Like their dynamics not 2 chapters. They consistently work together after they form the union.
Yo, no, I know that, but when you're talking about their relationship after, in terms of like being a brother, I mean, yeah, we find that out in the 2 chapters. But other than that, I mean, yeah, they
have a dynamic moving forward, and it's more compelling.
The only reason why Liebe is interesting, it goes beyond Asta. It's the fact that he has anti-magic. That is the most interesting part of who Liebe is, because Liebe.
That's the most interesting.
His
anti-magic is the most important ability in the Black Clover universe.
No,
you can't be serious right now.
I think the most interesting part of it is that who Liebe is the dynamic with Asta's mother. I think that's the most.
I feel like that's the most obvious thing,
right?
No.
It's not.
How Liebe created
connection with Asta.
Anti-magic is the only thing that does not make sense in the Black Clover universe. How he created this substance that defies the laws of the Black Clover universe is the most interesting part by far of Liebe. I don't know how you don't see the same thing.
But that's another.
But
you know what? That plays to his dynamic because that only works. That would work perfectly for a character like Asta, which plays to why that dynamic's well written. See, you see that? It's another reason why it's better than Asta and Yuno.
I mean, we don't even know how anti-magic works, but Asta, we don't know why Asta doesn't have magic either. So we don't even really know why they're their perfect match in the first place. So there's still things being solved there. I mean, inner demon main character situations, I'm not even totally against that concept, because usually they're the closest people that's going to be next to the main character in general.
Yeah, I feel like that should be something that we talk about next show, like main character and inner demon relationship, like a tier list or whatever, like a ranking.
Or also another just a heartwarming scene that Asta and Liebe had is when Asta was basically when Asta finds about his mother and he was like, yo, I'm just happy to know my mom loved me. After Liebe talked to him, that bro, you don't wish he got a heartwarming scene like that with Asta. He wishes, but he doesn't.
No, that's fair. I'll give you that. He does have that was a good heartwarming scene. Like I said, I've said this already. If Yuno doesn't get what I think he gets by the end of the series, then it's a wrap for a character to come full circle. But I still stand by everything that what Yuno represents in the story, what Yuno has shown in the story, and what Yuno was supposed to be for the story. So we'll see how everything kind of plays out.
All right, next rivalry. What's next?
I'm sorry, I gotta share one thing. Y'all, I bet you thought Yuno was gonna cook right here, didn't you? You thought he's gonna cook. you thought this was the chapter after he was gonna start cooking. I'm pretty sure you thought that. You definitely did.
Nah. Tabata.
And then hold on a second. Then guess what? Guess what? The next page, as they usually do, the very next page, we're focused on something more important. Anyways,
Tabata pissed me off with that, not gonna lie.
Damn,
but I mean,
bruh.
I think Tabata folded the entire final arc, so it is what it is. It's.
I really don't see a lot of problems.
Basically, Ty, Yuno has to like
there are so many bad things in the final arc.
Ty,
I really want to dive in with it. I really want to dive in
for Riddell
the
to like
final arc with you sometime because I really don't see the faults. I really don't think the arc is that bad.
There are so many bad things in the final arc.
Yeah, so maybe
one
you're
of
seeing
the
something
worst
that I don't
arcs
see.
I've seen, bro. Not gonna lie.
We should just let you just lay it all out.
Yeah, because I'm really interested. I'm enjoying the final arc, so I'm wondering like why you feel like it's so awful.
Oh, I've seen so many writing issues.
Maybe because Lonnie,
that's another thing for next episode.
Lonnie, maybe we've also kind of given up on like because we know what it is at this point. So like, look, we're just riding with Asta.
No, I'm like because I genuinely enjoy the final arc. So maybe like I have to reread it, or maybe Riddell sees some things so I'm really interested like next episode to see what he sees.
Wish he had a scene like this with Asta, bro. He wishes. He doesn't.
I'm trying to.
He never will.
Libby didn't have that scene with Asta. He had his scene in his head.
His head.
I'm saying.
He
also wasn't right next to him sharing that tear. So
he wasn't. He's right there. He's right here.
No, you're talking about the scene where he was crying when it happened.
He's crying right there.
He's crying.
That's a different version of him. He's talking about the past.
Bro, it's all this. It's a sequence, Riddell. It's a damn sequence. See,
in that situation,
it's
referring back to the past.
No, you just got caught in 4K,
Riddell.
Bro,
if someone imagines themselves crying in the past, that's different from their version now.
It is artistic. It's artistic symbolism, bro. He is showing them as younger versions and them growing up together. They're having a conversation.
I know. I'm just being literal, saying that he wasn't crying next to him when he was in the past.
But he was crying then.
Man, I hate you.
Okay, you can feel it now.
I hate you so much.
That emotional scene that Ty was referring to also wasn't right there. So I mean, I'm just saying.
Let's move on, bro. Let's move on.
It is what it is. I can't let you.
It is what it is.
He just feels differently, Ty. He just sees it differently.
He just disagrees, Ty.
He just disagrees.
It is what it is.
I'll leave it alone.
It is what it is.
Next rivalry.
Bakugo and Deku and Inuyasha and Sesshomaru.
Ooh.
Oh. I haven't seen Inuyasha in a while, but I really like their dynamic.
I love Sesshomaru. Sesshomaru is my favorite character. I'm mad he turned into a pedo in the sequel, but
Did he?
Yeah,
he has a
wait. Just I haven't watched the sequel.
He has a kid with that girl. You know the girl that used to follow him around? He has a kid with her.
Did she grow up to become an adult first?
Why are you qualifying this? Why are you qualifying this? Why are you qualifying this?
Yo, how many episodes?
Y'all just be talking.
Hold on, say y'all. I have a question. No, time.
Riddell, please don't get us canceled.
Yeah, we.
What are you talking about?
All right,
you met her as a little girl. She
Stop,
followed him around.
Stop. Like we can understand differences in situations. Plus, this is an anime.
Cut your mic.
I will mute you, sir. I will.
You're not. No, y'all are comparing this to like human situations.
Okay,
it's ridiculous.
Okay, it's fine. Let's move on.
Oh my goodness.
I don't want it, bro. We just started, bro.
I don't know. Like we
just Riddell. We just disagree.
If you adopt a kid and you end up,
I'm not a
them,
demon that lives hundreds of years.
That doesn't make it better.
Stop! Why are we still doing this? Stop!
It's not a conversation.
We're moving on. We're moving on. Nah, I'm not doing this.
No, I just want to be clear. Any person that Sesshomaru ever gets with, he's a pedo, regardless. Because all of them are younger than him by a mile.
That's not the point, Riddell.
She was like 7 or 9. And he helped raise her.
Did he do anything flirty or sexual to her when she was 7? or 9? No, we gotta get because like
he raised somebody. He raised somebody and then married them. That's the definition of grooming.
Lonnie,
that's the definition of grooming.
That's not the definition of
Omni-Man.
pedophilia.
Okay, hold up. Riddell.
Even if you want to
Omni-Man
say that, and I'm not even gonna argue that
Invincible's
right now.
mom. You want to know why?
We can't put names on things that's not what it is. Like
that's the definition of grooming. He raised somebody and then had a child with the person that he raised.
Okay, groomed.
Grooming and pedophilia are not the same.
Sure. He groomed. Now let's move. What
are we talking I doesn't want to get canceled. That's what
bro, do y'all want to?
Get us canceled.
I don't care.
Y'all want to get canceled? Like what?
I be chilling. But I'm not gonna go and slander his whole character for the situation.
Sure.
I'm not slandering because he is my favorite character from Inuyasha. I'm just thinking the sequel.
Lottie, no more side quests. You know, you know what I'm saying.
I'm just saying, bro.
I don't even know. I got those dynamics about equal.
That's like the
Bandit and raised Elaine. That's my thought.
Elaine raised Bond.
No,
she's way older than him.
No, she did not.
Yo,
she did not.
Moving on.
Oh my god!
All right, who do y'all pick?
I'm mad. We have to explain this.
All right,
we're not explaining it. We're talking about the rivalry.
Hydro, if you call me that again, I'm banning you from the channel. Not gonna lie, I'm dead ass. I will ban you from this channel. Don't call me that. So yeah, Inuyasha, Sesshomaru, and Bakugo and Deku.
I feel like it's actually close when you think about it.
The brothers,
I feel like I wish I watched Inuyasha any recent because I can't. Damn, that's tough.
No, I'm tough because like I'm trying to remember everything from Inuyasha because it was so long ago.
That's my problem. Yeah, that's my problem. I haven't.
But they did have a lot of. I feel like they had less interactions overall in terms of Bakugo and Deku.
I always thought that every time that Inuyasha and Sesshomaru met, it was obviously a very big occasion because you wouldn't see them interact a lot.
Well, when they did,
fuck Koga, Angie. Koga,
I would probably say, Bakugo Deku. It's close though.
Yeah, I give him a slight edge.
Yeah,
I don't remember enough about Inuyasha.
But now I'm also thinking. Now my brain went back to like the movies.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I don't have a strong opinion. I plan to rewatch Inuyasha at one point just because I never finished it. I never watched Inuyasha the final act. So,
did it technically finish in the movie?
I don't know. I have no idea. Oh, I'm glad you brought that up. Let's go to the next next matchup: Bakugo and Deku, Naruto and Sasuke.
I haven't watched Naruto, so I abstain.
I'm going Naruto and Sasuke.
I abstain.
I'm actually, and I love Naruto more than I love My Hero, but I feel like I'm gonna go Deku and Bakugo for the same reason for Asta and like the different dimensions of their relationship. Because I'm sorry, like
Naruto and Sasuke don't have different dimensions.
No, they do, but I'm saying like I feel like Deku and Bakugo is more diverse, and yeah,
I don't agree.
Eventually it becomes like kind of repetitive with Naruto. Sasuke was really like cat and mouse chasing kind of thing, and Sasuke doesn't give as much. It's close, but I feel like overall Bakugo and Deku was like 50-50. I feel like Naruto and Sasuke is like 60 or 70% Naruto, then 30% Sasuke. Because Sasuke throughout the whole thing is trying to deny Naruto and do his own thing. Yes, they have a lot of moments, but at the same time, it's more Naruto and then Sasuke compared to Bakugo and Deku. Yeah, I feel like Naruto does a lot of heavy lifting in the relationship, is what I'm trying to say. Like a lot of the dynamics are started because of Naruto. If Naruto just didn't give a fuck, then this wouldn't even be a conversation.
What about Boruto? You don't take any of that into account?
Talk about the Boruto?
Yeah.
That's like more of like the that's more of like the result of the ending of Naruto.
They're still rivals.
They're not even. I don't consider them rivals in Boruto. I consider they're like even Sasuke. He's like I'm the Shadow Kage. I'm the person that supports the Kage. Like now he's there to do whatever Naruto can. Like he's out there doing missions around the world because Naruto has to protect the village. Like So he plays off of what Naruto needs. That's his role now. He does because he said that even in the movie, like he's like, yo, when Naruto can't help, that's when I come in. When Naruto can't do this, that became their relationship. Deku and Bakugo kind of like they play off each other more than I think Naruto and Sasuke do, personally.
Yeah, I completely disagree. Not gonna lie. I mean, Sasuke and Naruto, I think, have shown so much from when they were kids and how their relationship was as they first became friends. And Naruto and Sasuke kind of start recognizing him as a friend to the point where Naruto protected him. And Sasuke's like, what? Naruto protected me? Sasuke returned the favor. He's like, what? Sasuke saved him from Orochimaru in that situation. Then Sasuke and Naruto have a situation where they're both trying to get stronger. Sasuke starts becoming jealous of Naruto. Like, yo, this guy's kind of becoming a little too strong. And then Sasuke's like, I want to be stronger. So he leaves for his own strength. And Naruto's like, why are you leaving? And then goes after him. Then you have a lot of situations with Shippuden where Sasuke wants nothing to do with Naruto, but still sees him as his best friend, which is why he got his 3 tome. And then you got a situation where he kind of is stoic towards Naruto. And then you got a situation where, again, Naruto's here, and then Sasuke is frantic, like, get away from me type junk. I think there are so many varying emotions of Naruto and Sasuke between each other. I don't think you can really say that Bakugo and Deku is more diverse. I think they just got more. They just got more in terms of the relationship.
That might be just me. Like maybe Bakugo and Deku would just have more. But like I think
Naruto
it's really
and Sasuke
close.
have
I feel like
more.
it's like really like.
I'm saying I think Naruto and Sasuke has more. I don't think it's close in terms of diversity of the relationship. They've been through so much. I don't think it's close, to be honest.
They've been through so much, but a lot of it hasn't been together. It's been like
what?
Throughout Shippuden, like how many times do they actually interact in the story?
So here's the thing for me, I don't think they have to interact for the dynamic to have certain good aspects to it.
No, like that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it doesn't have good aspects, but I'm saying the fact that Deku and Bakugo interacted more than them, and I feel like it was almost as impactful as Sasuke and Naruto. I feel like that's what kind of like gives them like the slightest.
But original Naruto, Naruto and Sasuke definitely interact a lot.
I'm talking about the whole thing. I'm not talking about original Naruto.
So Naruto would interact more with Sasuke.
If we're just talking about Naruto, not Naruto and Naruto Shippuden, then that's a different.
In totality, they would interact more from Naruto and Naruto Shippuden and Boruto. Even if you want to take out Boruto, Naruto and Naruto Shippuden.
I was about to say, I don't think that characters like need to be interacting for their dynamic to get good character work. I think when we get Sasuke's perspective and we switch to his POV and we see how the things he's doing impacts Naruto as adding to their relationship.
I would also agree to that. I mean, I already voted, so I think it's on Ty and Lonnie.
Damn.
Like I
really like how Bakugo and Deku's dynamic really shows us the two sides of being a great hero. I think that was fire. I think that's just as impactful as anything that Naruto provides, because them learning how to be the ultimate hero is how they eventually save the world. You know what I'm saying? Like that's, to me, is part of their relationship, is winning and saving, and how they can learn from each other to be better.
I would say Naruto and Sasuke have different perspectives on saving the world as well. Naruto wants to do it with everybody. Sasuke wants to do it by himself. That's a big thing.
Quick question for everybody. Maybe because I had one of my friends said, isn't it kind of crazy? We always just kind of reading these series, and it's like this 15-year-old kid has to fight a grown-ass man to save the planet.
Right, man. Every back time. In the day, bro. You
every goddamn time. I'm like,
teenagers.
Can he just and then he was like, can he just fight like another teenager?
Hey, well,
like, why does he always have to be like a grown ass man?
Shigaraki's young.
Was he like 18?
I mean,
he's older than Deku and them, but like he ain't like 40. You know,
but I'm like,
they be beefing with 40-year-olds.
Thanks. All these old people ruining the world, bro.
I'm crazy. I'm gonna lean Naruto and Sasuke. Like I'm gonna give them a slight edge. Like really looking back, it's really close to me though, and I'm trying to keep my bias out of it, because Naruto's like what made me like really, really fall in love with anime to the degree that I have. But No, I would give like the slightest like 51-49 to like Naruto and Sasuke. Like,
yeah, it's pretty close. I go either way. What's the next one?
Hinata and Kageyama from Haikyuu.
I haven't finished Haikyuu to give a.
I'm like stuck on the second season. I like I think I got sick one day and I just like never watched it again for some reason. Not that it's bad. I just eventually.
I enjoy their dynamic. I really do, because it's basically it's kind of like what's the way to do it? It's like, it's gonna sound bad. It's like the buddy cop movie Ty, where like the two guys were completely different, and then they become a great unit, and it's a great dynamic. But I would pick Bakugo and Deku over them. It's also tough because they're playing. It's a sport, you know what I mean? It's just a little tough because it's a sport. Instead of like saving the planet.
I haven't finished it. I need to see the final arc.
Isn't there a movie coming out?
Yeah, which I think that's what's technically gonna end the series.
Yeah, I think the movie's the finale.
Because Ty, at one point they do an entire series is just a championship match, and I didn't realize it until the season was over.
That's how sports anime be, bro.
And I was like, yo, I just watched 12 episodes of these motherfuckers just switching sets in volleyball.
And it's fire.
I was hooked. It was fire.
I'm gonna go Hinata and Kageyama personally. I just like their dynamic so much, especially it's such an interesting twist of like first episodes, they hate each other. Next episode, they're on the same team. Like I did not expect that. Like not knowing anything about Haikyuu, I did not expect that dynamic. So they had to figure out how to work together.
Yeah, I
got hot, bro.
I remember when I first saw that, I was like, "Ooh, that's a really good twist."
I agree. I was like, "Damn, okay."
I think you see in the first episode what both characters need to like work on specifically, in terms of like, was it Kageyama? Was it Kageyama?
Kageyama.
Kageyama, like he's such an asshole, but he's such an asshole because he wants you to be
too.
But he's a prodigy, but he wants you to match his level.
He got that Mamba mentality,
and he's like, why can't you do it? And I'm like, bruh, come on, like it's like you're Kobe, then everybody wants, and then Kobe wants you to play like Kobe. There's only one Kobe. Like, what do you want me to do?
Hey man,
well there needs to be 5 Kobe's.
Last two, Bakugo and Deku versus Goku and Vegeta.
There are times where Goku and Vegeta is so good, and then there are other times where I feel like, to me, in my personal opinion, sometimes they just fumble it for some reason. Whether or not it's like, is it finally Vegeta's time to like shine for real? And then Akira Toriyama just runs back to give it back to Goku. In my opinion, sometimes I'm just like,
when did this happen?
I'm just saying. Like,
I was asking, when does it happen? And also,
I will always say the granola arc, the granola arc, in my opinion,
Golden Frieza
was Vegeta's, like, was his think about everything that he does in that arc. Obviously, he goes back to Namek for the first time since he went on a kill streak over there.
What are you talking about? That's Moro though.
Was that Moro?
Yeah, you talking about Moro. That's Moro.
Okay, my bad. I apologize. But it always felt like he's the one who wanted to fight Granola to basically show Granola how far the Saiyan race had come. Obviously, there's only like 6 of them, right? Compared to a whole planet, right? But then it turned into like, well, let's retcon Bardock some more. Let's bring Frieza back. What about Gas?
But the whole arc is about them finding Frieza,
which is fair.
The whole like Granola wanted to find Frieza, so we were bound to meet Frieza. If the main antagonist is looking for Frieza, it makes sense that we get Frieza.
I got you, but maybe let's not have Frieza just. Never mind. Then we're gonna go back into. We're just gonna go back into. Frieza comes in, solves a problem for some reason besides his own hubris. Doesn't kill Goku and Vegeta, but one-shots them. I know they're not technically in their most powerful state because they're exhausted because they're fighting, but they still are able to showcase their top forms at the time. One-shots them. Turns out there's a whole nother time chamber where that's where Frieza's been this whole time. I just didn't like it.
I would say this, to me, when people, at least how I view it, right? I don't think a lot of wins that people wanted Vegeta to get, I don't think Vegeta deserved them based off of what I think Toriyama is trying to say about the character. So, for example, I think that authors typically reward characters when their worldview has shifted to a point where they have essentially earned the right to be certain people. So, for example, he didn't earn the right to beat. He didn't earn the right to beat Frieza. He didn't earn the right to beat a person like a Cell, for example.
I would say he didn't earn the right to beat Frieza at the time. I think now.
No, here's the thing. I think so now, but the thing about it is the fact that Frieza that they're wanting to reward Frieza, it would have been undermined if he. I think that the safest route for them to in the Golden Frieza arc saga was to let Goku do it, because the fact when Frieza comes back, we don't feel a certain way about like, oh, why he really took away Goku's win. If that had been Vegeta, that would have been worse. I think. If that Vegeta kills Frieza and Frieza comes back, I think that it's best that Vegeta now beats Frieza, and that's the final say of Frieza. That, to me, I think that's what should happen, because now he's finally, at least in this part of the story, he's finally actually made amends. Because something there's something they never addressed in Z is how Vegeta feels about the Saiyans as far as like what they did. We know that Vegeta felt sorry for what he did when he killed Buu, but that's just him making up for the mistake that he created when he became Majin Vegeta. But in the More arc, we get to see perspective of what he did to other people, right? So we see what he did to Earth, then we get to see what he did to the Namekians. Now we're seeing that he's taking on the burden of all Saiyans. And that's something Beerus told him. And now, and that whole ego thing was him essentially going back on that development. So he didn't earn the right, because he's about to, because basically to master Ultra Ego, you have to focus on nothing but destruction. But we know that's not who Vegeta is. So in that mindset, he wasn't going to win the fight, because narratively, the story is trying to say that this mindset isn't good. That's why he didn't win that fight either. So I think that every time Vegeta has not won the fights, because Toriyama's they're trying to critique a specific aspect of his mindset or make him fully redeem himself. Now that's why I think now he should beat Frieza, to me.
So the reason why I can't buy that for one situation, because I'm not big. The other ones I'm like whatever, but the Golden Frieza one, I'm not buying it. I don't think that's a situation where, especially in hindsight. I mean, I kind of see what you're saying, because Frieza did come back, but when it happened, we didn't know Frieza was going to come back.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, okay, Goku beat Frieza, and then obviously we had the tournament. But at that time, and in the situation that happened, I would say that was a situation that Vegeta should have beaten Frieza. And Frieza coming back, honestly, to me, I mean, I think Dragon Ball is reaching a situation where they're kind of like, we can wrap up some storylines, but also we don't have too much villains left for Goku and Vegeta to fight. So
at least in their own universe,
bring him back. That's a big thing for me. I mean, they were kind of rehashing a lot of the connected plot lines, like Moro's connected to Buu, Cell for the movie, and obviously Frieza's still here. So I don't know how much longer they're gonna do like Dragon Ball moving forward, because Goku and Vegeta are reaching a point where they're going to be too strong to fight anybody relevant, but too weak to compare to the Angels at any point.
But I think that Dragon Ball is the only story that gets flack for that. We love when things are interconnected in other stories, like the More arc being connected to Buu. I thought that was just good writing, because that's.
I don't think it was bad. No,
I said that's fleshing out. That's just fleshing out. That's just fleshing out the world building.
No, I don't. I honestly don't think the moral stuff was bad. I thought it was a good villain to introduce.
Akira just makes it. So if you think that Toriyama's just like, authors write with the message in mind. If you think that Toriyama's writing these characters with no clear message, that means that Vegeta wouldn't change at all. If he's not focused on the message of the character, the Vegeta would stay the way he was. So that doesn't make sense.
I'll be interested. I'll be interested if Toriyama had the foresight to think that, okay, in this situation where Frieza is going to lose, I'm going to bring him back later on. If he actually thought about that, I'll be impressed. I don't think he did, but if he did, I'll be impressed, because it makes sense of what I think. But
I will say this: if Goku beats Frieza this time, what do we say?
He comes back.
I'll be a problem with that. I think that Vegeta now, because
this is it for Frieza. This has to be it.
I don't think he'll be relevant after this, because I think what he's trying to do is they were trying to expand the world building more, because like we as far as we currently understand, we mainly saw Frieza interact with two races on Dragon Ball, the Saiyans and the Mechas. We didn't really see him interact with multiple other races. Now we got the Granolas race in there as well. So I think that the further you expand out into the universe, we're going to see more people Frieza impact because he's a conqueror. He's conquering most of Universe 7. So the more people, it would just make like, if you want consistent world building, you would need to see the further they expand out, see other people impacted by Frieza because they should be impacted by Frieza. He's conquered most of that universe.
It'll be interesting what they bring out, because they are definitely hitting a wall. With that said, who y'all picking? Bakugo and Deku or Goku and Vegeta?
Wait 1 second. Hydro, there's someone here that actually writes a manga, so I don't
make me pull it out again, bro.
Yeah.
Get your copy of Hustle.
Random, I want to know who's your favorite character?
Lisa. So far, it's Lisa.
See, mine's Alexis.
Lisa, I just feel bad for Lisa because I'm like, man, her parents don't really give a fuck about what she wants to do, right?
I like Alexis. I like her.
Obviously, I think there's going to at one point there's going to have to be an awkward ass conversation where she's like, "Look, this is what I want to do, not engineering and what you guys did." She has to like.
Wait, is Alexis based off someone you know, Ty?
Yeah.
All right, never mind. Because I was gonna say something wild. Never mind.
I'm scared.
No, I was gonna say she's thick and quick. That's all.
I really like Lisa. That's what I'm saying.
Wow, no male love.
Thick and quick.
Hey, one of them is the comic relief right now, so I don't really care about it. Even though I kind of like his power, except for once he kind of figures out how to use it, maybe that's when I'll pay attention to him. And the main character,
he's the most. I think. Well, yeah, you'll see. Never mind.
Yeah. And the main character,
check out Hustle on Amazon. The link, I'm pretty sure someone put it in one of the channels, but it should be in one of our channels. Make sure to check it out.
I posted the announcements on Discord, and just so we have it there
for sure. Now stop stalling. Goku and Vegeta or Bakugo and Deku?
I'll take Goku and Vegeta by a hair.
Same. I'll say same. It's close.
Yeah,
though.
It's really close. Yeah.
Bakugo and Deku like that.
I got Goku and Vegeta. And last but not least is Bakugo and Deku, and something someone mentioned already, because I've made this analysis too, that they are literally the same in terms of dynamic. Dante and Virgil, literally the same as Inuyasha and Shomenmaru, like the same story basically. It's crazy.
Well, Dante taking no shit, right? He'll fucking square up with anybody. So.
Well, I had one that you didn't mention that I feel like would be better.
I'll take Dante and
Deku, and then Denji and Aki.
Easy, Bakugo and Deku. What? I don't know why.
Wait, you said Denji and Aki? Wait, bro, stop doing that, bro. What is? You said, bro.
He said easy. He said it clear.
I don't even see Denji and Aki as a rivals. Like,
it's not
rival. But I'm just talking about dynamics.
Yeah, just their relationship.
Well, I said rival relationships, but relationships in general.
They definitely. Aki definitely didn't fuck with Denji in the beginning. Denji was just too dumb to realize it.
Still easy too.
I don't know.
I don't know about
easy.
We're gonna do a live reading of Chainsaw Man Part 1 again because I can't with you. I really can't.
Man, if I wanted to bring relationships, I would have brought Aaron and Armin. You know what I'm saying? But it's rivals, so we're talking rivals.
I get it's rivals.
Fine.
And also Dante and Virgil. What's the word?
That's Dante and Virgil for me.
Yeah, no, I got Dante and Virgil.
100% Dante.
I played all the games. I'm sorry. Virgil's my dog.
Dante and Virgil. Devil May Cry deserves like I know they got an anime, but they deserve an anime.
I haven't played it.
Aren't they making another one on Netflix? I think they're making another one on Netflix.
I think they did announce another one.
Optimus Prime and Megatron.
It definitely clears. No, don't at me.
But overall, Bakugo and Deku, top tier rivalry.
It's a strong relationship.
I will say this:
it's horrible.
We'll either do a tier maker or a tournament bracket, seeing what is the best relationship duo between main character and best friend / rival in the future. Stay tuned for that. Who will win? Who knows?
I want to throw this out now, maybe because I'm just feeling like I need to watch it again. It's been like a few months, But let's just go ahead and throw out like best anime fights, because I'm definitely gonna watch like end of season 2 Demon Slayer again. Every few months, I'll just go back.
Did you finish Blue Samurai yet?
Look, man, I needed a break. All right. Okay. I need a whole ass break.
Low-key, I feel like the top 10 fights of like the last maybe 2-3 years, it's like it'll be one of the episodes you haven't seen yet. Okay. It's when she's trying to break into the castle. That fight, I think I didn't post it. I didn't post it in PC Anime because I didn't want to spoil it in case you haven't seen it yet. But rewatching that fight, I was like, yo, that was insane. It was really insane. It was
do you have a fight like that, Ty? You just go back and kind of watch it every now and then? Because I say probably every couple months, I'm like, let me just go back and watch those 6 episodes again. What a
I have fights I go back and read a lot because I take a lot of art inspiration. I definitely go back to that Mahito and Itadori and Toto fight. I love going back to that. I go back to Goku Vegeta a lot. What's another fight I go back to? I just
the first one during the Saiyan saga, or
first one. I think artistically that's probably the best fight in Dragon Ball. I think.
Is it not just a bunch of punch kick?
Yeah, see, Rydell, see, that's why I can't. If you want to talk about like fight, like Toriyama has some of the best paneling like in manga, easily.
I gotta read the manga. I'll give you that.
And it's not just my word. If you see what other mangaka say about Toriyama's fights, like the author Demon Slayer said, they study Toriyama to draw their fights. So other mangaka say he's one of the best at drawing fights. So.
I believe you.
It's just crazy. He's not even like $100 million.
The fact you just said that right there, I don't even know what to say to you.
To answer Angie Carr,
nowadays.
Has anyone else seen
chapters a lot? You know what I'm saying?
Has anyone else seen Captain Laser?
Nope.
All right, I'll talk about it. So it's a quick like 6 episodes on Netflix.
I like those kind of anime, by the way. Netflix is really, I like those ones.
No, so they did it right. They did it great. I would say I would give it like a 9 out of 10, but it's not for everybody. I will say that
a lot of 9s on it. I don't lie.
No. If you think of like if you like watch it flowing through, like just like from an artistic standpoint and all the things that they cover in such a short amount of time, I would give it a 9 out of 10. So, and I really don't give a lot of things a 9 out of 10. You might think I do, but I really don't. Because I watch a ridiculous amount of anime. No, but at lowest I would give it an 8 at lowest. But yeah. To Andrew's point, it's basically like a Ubisoft Suicide Squad, but no, the amount of different themes that they covered in 6 episodes, whether it's revenge, genocide, political conspiracies, race, species, like they covered so many things in such a fast amount of time that it does hit you really hard really fast, which I feel like is like kind of the point of the anime. Like it's supposed to like just hit you all at once. And yeah, I wouldn't say it's for everybody because a lot of people don't.
And JayRob,
because JayRob, you left, bro. You can come back anytime, bro. You got the link.
No, we gotta wrap up, JayRob. Plus we gotta react to leaks on TikTok.
Yeah, that's true. There's a surprising amount of character development that they compacted in the 6 episodes. That in itself was impressive. Like how much of the story was actually fleshed out, and it is probably going to get a second season. But how much they got accomplished in 6 episodes was a feat in itself.
I will say this: Netflix has something. The first time I noticed this was with Yasuke, where they do like these quick 6. Yeah, Yasuke is a bad comparison because I think they could have just done one arc. But if you're able to do an entire arc in 6 really good episodes, I think that could work and lessen the time between seasons. And you also don't have to kill your goddamn staff at the same time. I want to watch the Scott Pilgrim anime, by the way.
I haven't seen it.
I'm gonna watch it tonight.
Shout out the movie. That was really good.
Underrated movie.
Oh, but if anyone's played Far Cry 3 and like they played the DLCs, Captain Laser is based off one of the DLCs.
Oh,
really?
Hey, maybe next episode
they're the Captain Laser DLC.
We'll do a anime fight or anime/manga tournament bracket, because if I want to get a reason to talk about Sukuna versus Gojo, so probably do a 16-team tournament bracket.
But that's unfair. I'll say this: that's unfair because if you want to do, it's only been in the manga. Like the reason why I think the Gyutaro and Daki fight versus Tengen and the rest of the squad is so good because it's got the anime version is so much better.
It's you can give it bonus points, but I think Sukuna versus Gojo will hold up.
That's the best fight I've ever seen. I think the Gojo Sukuna fight is the only contender that I see on the horizon.
I have to think about that of all the series.
I feel like if Mappa does like some of the Chainsaw Part 1 fights, right? I feel like before Gojo and Sukuna, I'm saying like it'll take the spot, and then Gojo, I think Sukuna will eventually take over.
We'll take the spot. I think that will take the spot. I need a full 100%. I can't have 30. I need the full 100.
I'm saying like when Chainsaw Man fights all the other hybrids or whatever, I feel like that'll take the spot for a while. I feel like they'll do some crazy shit with that.
What spot? What spot will it take?
The #1 fight spot
of all time
until Gojo and Sukuna.
No.
So no. What is there even a consensus top anime fight in the community?
Usually it's Goku versus Vegeta.
The first one?
Probably.
I feel like that's off nostalgia though. Because that's off nostalgia.
It's definitely a great fight, bro.
It's a great fight. But I'd say like no fight ever since then has been better.
No, I don't. I think the fight that people go to most is Naruto versus Sasuke. That's what at least I think.
Yeah, I'm talking about #1. Like if they say Goku versus Vegeta is #1 all time.
Well, I've talked to Naruto content creators. I've said this and someone agreed with me. I talked to someone who talked to Swag Kage and he agreed with me. Is Naruto versus Sasuke Part 1 and Naruto versus Sasuke Part 2 are the top 2 Naruto fights. So one of those two. Bleach, Ichigo versus Ukiura, Ichigo versus Grimmjow, Ichigo versus Byakuya.
So I understand this is technically not Naruto, it's Boruto, but how much does a Momoshiki fight?
Momoshiki versus Naruto and Sasuke was fire. Naruto versus
W Wing Chun, by the way. Oh my god.
Yeah. So for me personally, like I think animation is cool, to make good anime fights, but I don't hold animation like in high regard. So you don't just because you have great animation doesn't automatically say that you're a better fight, or else like Fate would have so many great fights. But I was like, yeah, they're great animated fights, but I care about the storytelling of what the fight represents too. So that's a
Shinra versus Show. I shout out to Angie for mentioning that one. That one's also a good one.
So we'll get 16 fights, probably one per series to be fair. So it's not like all Naruto or Bleach or whatever. And we'll probably do that next week. But make sure you guys follow our TikTok, Black Sensei Society. We're gonna
no fraud watch this week.
Oh yeah,
because I'm all right. Yeah.
Is there any frauds on the horizon? We already talked about that fraud code. Anybody else got a fraud?
Bruh, I watched it again, the TikTok. I'm like, bruh, how bad is this cat? I was like, Ty, let me go ahead. Let me run to the wiki and see what's going on, bro.
Yeah,
this man is a fraud.
He's
what?
Cooked. He's really cooked.
Ty, he's a complete fraud.
Are you talking about the TikTok I made?
Yeah. And so I watched the TikTok. And then I was like, let me go ahead run the wiki and see what the people was talking about.
Someone said Utah fraud allegations.
They said are
gone. Okay, I'm with you.
I feel like that was a misconception with Utah because like I said, Utah's name means anxiety. So like him watching his master fight, like he's gonna be anxious, he's gonna be scared. Like that's a part of his character. That doesn't make him a fraud. Like you saw different variants variations of his emotions throughout the whole fight because that's what anxiety does. Like there are times to be really scared, very hyper, very angry.
Are you talking about Utah or someone else? Who are you talking about?
Utah. During the Gojo versus Sukuna fight, like people are saying like, oh, he's a fraud. Like they're saying like they kept on making memes that
Gojo.
Utah, like during the Gojo Sukuna fight,
because he was like sweating and stuff.
Yeah, he was sweating. Like people were like, oh, he doesn't want to fight Sukuna and stuff like. But he's an anxious person, so he's gonna go through all those emotions. That's part of his character.
Not wanting to fight Sukuna is very reasonable.
Yeah, especially after he just beat.
We all know, we all know he's a badass, but like his personality is anxious. Like he's gonna be scared no matter what.
Also, folks, I don't lie. I will say this. I do think that people. I don't think Yuta's a fraud, but people are definitely overhyping him catching Kenjaku off guard. But he saw him coming, so speed blitz. But
speed blitzing is crazy.
He snuck him for a reason. I'll leave it at that. Which is fine. I have no problem with it. I have no problem sneaking.
So you just not done. Like he's gonna have. I feel like he's still gonna have to fight Kenjaku in some way, shape, or form.
I have no issue with him sneaking Kenjaku.
I'll bring this series.
Shit, I'd sneak Kenjaku. I would too.
Everybody would.
Yeah, let's not sit here and pretend like JJK is not like, if you can jump, go ahead and jump. We are completely supporting jumping. Come on, bro.
One series I'll bring up, not because I think it's fraudulent or necessarily on Fraud Watch, but I'll put it in the radar because of how it be pissing me off with its upload schedule. That's Kaiju number 8. You know what I'm saying? Kaiju number 8 be doing these things where it's just
Are they
like
a monthly series?
I don't care. I'll do whatever I want series. That's what they be doing. They be dropping a chapter and then 3 weeks later they drop a color page. You're like, okay, wait 3 more weeks. That's what Kaiju number 8 be doing to fans.
I told Riddell, because I was reading Kaiju number 8. So at first it started off as a weekly, and then the author kept on asking for breaks. And so since it was getting like traction right away, they like, I don't know if anyone remembers this, but like when the first few chapters came out, like we talk about Kagurabachi getting hyped up. They were hyping Kaiju number 8 like that in the beginning, and they were saying it's like the next. Yeah, no, but they were saying like it was the next Attack on Titan because he can transform, stuff like that. Like for like the first like 2 months, it was being called the new Attack on Titan. Just wait till it pops off. It's the new Attack on Titan. And so Shonen Jump off that hype, they're like, oh, you want to keep on taking breaks? We're just gonna make it bi-weekly. So 3-4 chapters come out of it being bi-weekly, and then he gets like a writing block or something like that, or he's struggling with the schedule. And so they're just like, so eventually they just said, because of this hype, drop when you can. And so that's basically what the schedule's been like, because basically the hype gave him the clout to be able to do that. So that's the result. So that's Shonen Jump's fault, not his.
That's fair, but it still stays on what it stays on. I will say it's a little bit concerning for me because in terms of Kaiju number 8, now let's talk about story. I don't know what they plan to do. And I've had this issue with Kaiju number 8 for a little bit because Kaiju number 9 was introduced so like early on in the series. And I'm like, okay, after him, what is Kaiju number 8? Because it seemed like I was waiting for them, and they could still dive into some future Kaiju lore, or they can go like Kaiju number 9 defeated series over. And I don't know which route they plan to do. Will it be a shorter series than everybody expects, or is there more Kaiju lore that they were going to dive into? I have no idea. So if it's only number 9, then Kaiju number 8 deserves to be on Fraud Watch for kind of having such a self-contained story. And the reason why I would say this for Kaiju versus other series, we all know how big Kaiju lore is. Kaiju lore is huge. Even without, like, you can draw from so many things. Heck, man, go pull up a Godzilla story. Go pull up a Pacific Rim story. Like, there's Kaiju lore for days. So I don't know how you would run out of material. But yeah,
I think the way the story's being written, it would feel weird that they beat number 9 and then they just start telling lore after that. That's how it feels to me. I think they're going to finish number 9.
I feel like it depends on the extent, because like where did number 9 come from? That's what like I want to like. Is there like a
we don't know anything
unless they're going to drop that mid fight? It doesn't make sense that that all of a sudden after that they'd go start telling us about where all these things came from.
Yeah, like I said, because I don't know if like. I don't think, because I really don't know if number 9 made all those by himself. That's what I'm.
No, wondering. He definitely made those by himself. But I agree that like, where did he come from? Because the Kaiju that took over Kafka, where did he come from as well?
Yeah, where did that come from? So it's like So I feel like there's more to the story, but at the same time, like Ty could attest when he comes back, if he comes back. Like writers get like writer's block all the time. Like I don't think in like this day and age, like. This author particularly, I don't think he has like just a straightforward vision. Like this is what I'm going to do throughout the whole series. I feel like some of it is like he's doing it as he goes along. And that's why I feel like he takes as many breaks as he does, because he's trying to figure out the story himself. So, because I feel like there are a lot of points in the story where like it can go like this way, or this way, or this way, this way. So I feel like that just might be the type of author that he is. He doesn't have everything figured out and laid out. He doesn't have like a whole 2-year plan like a lot of these other authors do, and he's just kind of making the story up as it goes, kind of like. I feel like he knows what he wants to do, but he doesn't know how he wants to do it. So that's why he keeps on taking these breaks.
Well, definitely we'll see. But that's all we got for today for Black Sensei Society. Another good episode, of course. Another bunch of interesting agendas. Hate, Bakugo love. You know what I'm saying? That's what we've been doing a lot lately.
Pull up Friday for anime and chill with another anime baddie. Saturday we'll have 2 anime baddies. So back to back anime and chills.
Yeah,
pull up Saturday night. I should have mentioned this to you, Riddell. We're changing it. I'm gonna call it late night views. Pull up. We're gonna watch an episode 4 of Pluto, and Jesus Christ, that last episode of Pluto was crazy. Me and Majestic were watching a mess out of that. What a freaking episode that was.
Hey man, tune in for all that. All that content will be great content, of course. We'll be back next Tuesday to talk about more stuff. Seems like we're gonna go the 2 topics of the day. Probably be maybe we should just main topic. Let's do fights. Let's do fight tournament bracket. We'll see what the best fight of all time. That should be a very interesting conversation.
I think I said I did want to discuss ranking or listing like the inner demon and main character relationships, because there are a lot when you think about it. So
we could do that for a future episode topic as well. Same with the fake MC topic as well. So a lot of very interesting things we plan to do for the future. Y'all have a good one. Like and subscribe. Rated 5 stars on Apple Podcasts. Rated 5 stars on Spotify. Check out Ty's manga called Hustle. All that link is all that information's in the description.
I want that second volume now, Ty. I want it now.
I need it. Brutal cliffhanger.
Make sure y'all follow our TikTok, Black Sensei Society. We'll be live streaming to talk about the JJK leagues. Leagues. So y'all have a good one. Take care and peace.
Peace. Bruh. Lonnie, I